Alright, so I didn't think I'd get addicted to a blacksmith game, but here we are. Welcome to my take on Blacksmith Master, where I tried to become the ultimate forging legend. This game just dropped, and honestly, it's way deeper than I expected. There's strategy, crafting, customers yelling at me, and somehow it's all super satisfying. So whether you're into chill management sims, intense economic decisions, or just watching me slowly create a masterpiece before your eyes, stick around because I've got you covered. Settle in for 100 days of Blacksmith Master. Welcome, this is your new workshop where many amazing weapons and tools will be crafted. Lovely. Since we don't have anyone to help out yet, let's hire our first blacksmith. So I'm just, well, who do we want to go with? We've got Grimwald, Evan, or Ciaran. I might go for a bit of a mixture here. Let's go for Grimwald. He's a higher salary, but... So, before we kick in any further, I absolutely adored Tavern Master from the same guys here, and this one is Blacksmith Master. Now, we need to craft these things here, so we're going to press play, and they should go in and start the crafting. Now, we start with some 50 iron ingots, a bit of wood, so we're going to get these done to start making a bit of money. And there he goes with our first weapon. Already, let's collect the reward. Lovely stuff. That's 80 coins. So just get through this tutorial stuff and then I'll kind of get you back in. Oh, okay. Just hold on. Whenever your blacksmith crafts an item, you earn a special currency that can be used to progress through the mastery tree. Okay, enables your blacksmith to craft wooden items. We're going to unlock that one. Thank you very much. And it's now telling us we need a carpentry wood bench. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of these guys in. And we are going to have it right by the wood pile. And we are going to name our shop Man of Steel. So to get us going, we've just got to complete the merchant requests here. So we've got one club, so 4 clubs, some wooden spoons to get making. So at the moment, it's just a case of getting this going at the moment. Now, I just opened Grimwald and you can see a little bit of everything he has here. So each level up increases how quick they can do things. You got to wage his research time, and we'll get into that as well. This one is way deeper than Tavern Master as well, which is fantastic. Now it looks like we've now enabled hiring of workers to help with crafting items. Beautiful. So from here then, we're going to be able to hire up someone, and we're going to get in another blacksmith. Ah, this guy right here is really good. He's a bit slow. We want someone who's walking fast. He actually takes 20% more time to process ingots on the anvil, but has a level 3 in woodworking. So I'm going to go ahead and hire him up. And you can actually refresh them. So we're going to go for a quick refresh here. See if there's anyone else we want to get. Demands 10% higher wage. Let's go for him. So we've got 3 blacksmiths now working in the shop. Looks like we can now complete this requirement. And each time you complete one, it looks like you can then choose a slot for who you want to help out here. So a tankard. Let's go for that. 1 person. And I think they automatically do the requires stuff anyway. We're going to need a second woodworking bench here. A resting spot for workers during downtime. There you go. Go sit down. That can hold 3. If we just open this blue one, we can unlock. I think we can do the tankard already, so that's perfect. We want them focusing on this one. So I'm going to get a second woodworking thing here. And to top it up, you have to spend money to top up the wood. We're going to go for a second carpentry table. And I'm going to put this right here so it's efficient next to the wood there. And we can have multiple people working at once to get this out. Next job is done. Give me the coins. Let's choose a couple of offers here. We've only got 1 more for the day that we can do. So we're going to need now everyone blacksmithing. So we're going to need multiple of these, I think. And we can send that one off. And what does this do? An elite worker will join your workshop every time you complete 20 merchant offers. I have no more merchant offers. We can refresh for 200, wait for tomorrow, or pay to refresh. I'm going to wait a day first because we're almost at the end of the day anyway. And I do want to be able to create my shop as well. So we're going to have the workshop and then we're going to have the shop separate. As you can see, this is our little area all around. So we got some pretty good build area as well. So I'll probably start a little bit of a shop here, side by side. And the last one's going out to get this sent for the day. And that's our first achievement complete. 5 merchant offers, baby. And there's the end of day 1. So we had a minus 850. Yes, we bought some stuff in. That is fine. I just wanted to start the next day, so I let it kind of happen. Now, here we go. Let's get rid of the tip. Go away. I know you can take control of people in third person. I am not going to do that because I want to get stuff done. I'm going to start with a very big one. So I'm going to go for the very big one. Bludgeon. And we'll go for the wooden clubs. And then maybe this one afterwards. That's fine. So we'll have each assigned to each job. And then in the meantime, well, I'm hoping it will let me start building my shop. But I don't think I can yet. I'm going to assume it's over here. So construction allows you to build more walls and floors within different designs. So we're going to need this one. And then we're going to need, I think, assistance. There's a whole cool tree. I like this. So a lot of it is down to us just selling direct to the carts early on. And off they go at work, smashing through it. When you get to the shop, you can essentially craft all these. It's very different to the demo, but you can craft all these items, stock your shop up, and then wanderers will come and buy your goodies. All right, what you can do as well, you can go into each guy. You can say craft exclusively on certain areas. So we want our woodworking guy to craft wooden items first. So he's crafting exclusively for merchants, but there's also this option. So you craft for racks, you can get them to design, or you can send them out on trade routes. Now, at the moment, we haven't unlocked the other stuff, so we're going to stay for crafting for merchants, but it does mean our woodworking should be also being done now, so there'll be no overlap. So these guys will all be working separate jobs. Now, I think we've got enough to go for construction, and here we are. Let's slow it down, and let's take a good look at construction. So this now means we're going to be able to start building our shop. Not sure we can actually place it yet. We don't have designs, we don't have smelters, we don't have any of this. Can I go for a store? So it's locked, but we can start building it at least, right? So, and I think I'm going to spend a tiny bit of money on it. Not loads. I think for now we'll attach. We'll have this move to the back eventually, and then this in here. So we'll just want the doorway there. And we'll leave that for now, because we want the storefront to be here, actually. The storehouse is back here, so we'll want our blacksmiths to actually be over here. And there's our first deal of the day done. So let's get another one in. Number 2 done. Beautiful. And then we'll get our last wooden one in. Like I say, I want that one guy preferred on wooden. What I'll do is have one of the other guys preferred on the other stuff. So he's good at this. And as we level them up, obviously it's going to make good as well. We'll keep it manual, so I want to level them up. But his preference is going to be metal items. We'll have one with no preference, one preference on wood, and one preference on metal with the 3 that we have. And each time we craft one item, we do actually get points in this, so we can get on to the next stuff afterwards. Not sure blueprint's not going to be needed. Just want to be able to unlock the shop, really. And we can complete the 12 little goblet things. Let's go for no others. So I'm not going to be doing this. We're already pretty late, and we're not going to finish these off, actually, so that's unfortunate. I hope they carry over. Don't know if we're going to finish them. The day finishes dead on midnight, so yeah, looks like we're not going to. I'm not sure if that means we wasted items. Decrease restock price of wood by 20%. It is asking me to do it, so I am just going to follow along. There it is. There's the store. So I think we're going to need all of this. It's going to take some doing. A few days to get there. And there we go. A nice big positive. 1,837 on day 2. Let's get stuck in. So they do stay. That is great. So we'll go on to another one. Oh, this one unlocks a new floor type. And this unlocks the flail decoration. We'll stick to the ones we know we can do, which is one of these. And then we'll complete that. We'll go for another wooden one. But we are going to need to top up these. So I need to right-click to top them up as well, which does cost money too. Looks like we're just about going to finish this big one for today. They decided to do this one instead. That's okay, though, because it's money, right? We should be in a surplus once we complete that one. That's a pretty good money earner. I'm going to let them finish these 2 before we do anything else. We should get this one done by the end of the day, but not this one. And then we'll start gearing up for tomorrow. Would like to potentially hire some more people. There is more blacksmiths, so we can start pumping it out. I might just go for a bit more of a generic one. Obviously, this guy walks 20% faster. I do like that. This could be a guy that we turn into a researcher afterwards. So I think I'm going to go with Orlaith here. Orlaith can focus on Well, you're going to be design when we have it unlocked, but at the moment I want you working on wooden items, and then the other guys will work on the rest. I think that's right. Or Lath, yeah, wood. And there it is, another big one before day's end. Fantastic. So we'll get them finished on that, but let's get the... Can we make axes at the moment? That is my question. But day 3 comes to an end. That's still a surplus after everything we did. Main thing is I'm going to need another bench. I can finish this one for the day, though, and get that money in as well. So let's choose, let's grab that one. Why can't I, or is it just marked as red because of that? I can afford it. Screw it, we'll go with all 3. I reckon we can pump these out. Now, they are all metalworking, so we're going to need potentially extra zones here. And we also have unlocks. So, enables hiring of more skilled workers. Does that mean they'll be better? Oh, it does. Okay. That's fine. We can level up the guys we have at the moment. I'm actually going to go ahead and get in another one of these. So I'm going to move it all around a little bit. I get a second smelter. And early on, it's going to be a bit ugly, but I'm going to go for 2 of these guys. We want it all pretty close together. So they can do 2 at once. And then a quick call in there. That should be fine. So let's start the next day and see if this will work out. Might be a bit of wait time, but I think after the first one, once they start, there'll be a transfer where they go over to these and then they'll start again on the next one. I need to check blueprint. We can make the tomahawk, which is great. Yeah, there we go. We've got a good cycle going for this day, I think, with these guys. So we'll just need to make sure this is topped up. And we're going to make millions. Just coming up to 1 more for the tomahawk on this fine day. Come on. Last one. Got a nice little production chain going here. And there it is. Move on to the next one. We can get in another. Wow, some big orders in here. New wall paint. Most of the decorations I'm not going to need just yet. I'm going to go for... I'm going to try and stick to the ironworking stuff for now. The reason I'm going to do that is because I've got 2 of each. So hopefully they'll get these jobs done. I think we have our very first level up. Alan. I'm going to rename these actually. Let's confirm though. We're going to give you a point in the blacksmithing. And actually, I'm going to play it slowly. This guy here... I'm going to take control of. Grimwald, what are you doing? All right, let me take control of you. I know you're busy, but you can then go in and I can start crafting something. So we need, what do we need? A tankard. Let's make a tankard. Probably messing with the rotation here, but that's fine. We grab an ingot. Then we take that ingot over to here. And I believe there's a mini game. Yeah. Just missing it all. You got to capture them. Get perfects, you get extra money, I believe. So, and then we can start hammering this. Look at me go! It's quite a cool little feature. So whilst you're waiting, you can have a play around, and I do believe it makes the item worth more. And then we have a quick dunk, and we lob it on the cart. Look at that. Craft any item in direct control. Press tab and we'll go back into manager mode. It's pretty cool. I think we've got another level up. Alan. Did I just earn him another skill point? Let's get you in there. Oh, he does gain 20% more XP. Maybe me doing it makes him level up a bit quicker. Anyway, let's sell this. And I think, what did we unlock for that one? We unlocked a new flail decoration. There's loads of new decorations, man. It's quite cool. Not going to place any of it down yet because we don't have an official shop. But I will go ahead and choose another offer. Let's go with 1 woodworking. Have I got 2 of them doing that, actually? Give me a sec. I've got 2 wood, 2 metal. I'm going to go 3 metal, 1 wood at the moment. Oh, ingots. Boom. Get that topped up. It looks like we have enough points to unlock something else. So this is the blueprint upgrades. Allows you to upgrade blueprints. So to upgrade blueprints, which will increase the selling price of your items, you need to earn design points. Buy a design table. Assign a blacksmith. Wait for blacksmiths to generate design points, and then spend design points in the blueprint menu. Nice. We do want to get that, but I don't know if now's the right time. It's only 200, I guess. Let's get one in. We'll have someone designing, and what I need to do, I'll probably hire another one. Although we said he's on 2. Let's see if we can get someone that's better. We've got 2 there. Gains more XP as well. Should we go with this one? Because then he can learn how to do this better. And then Norman, you're going to be the design. So we'll flip him to work on design crafting. So he'll unlock design points for us. So we'll see how many you can generate per day. It costs us a bit of coin, but that's fine. And then if I hover over, 20 per day. Beautiful. And then inside of blueprints, I think from here, you click new blueprints. Oh, hold on. We can pay our merchant offers. So a lot of these available. They get unlocked via other avenues. So it's used to upgrade. I get you. Right, end of day 4 is a bit of a negative, but we're still got some cash to splash, so we're all good. I think I can let these guys just... Okay, let me finish your last one, and then we'll start into day 5. So what it means is our existing, we can hit this, and it's 70 points. We'll upgrade it. Okay. So it goes to uncommon quality. Means they're worth more. Man, I'm going to make the finest axes around. Essentially, the more we make, the better it is. So the store is next. I don't know if we need to highlight all of these, but 125 of them would get us this. Well, things are moving nicely. I'm going to continue to spend a tiny bit on walls. So we're just going to build a nice little basic thing here. We'll strip out the rest. What I'm going to do is probably do this. That's going to be our size to start. I know we can't get out in here yet, but at some point we will. So we're going to have a nice big shop. But the shop's going to be at the front, so we're going to have to shift all of this around at some point. Looks like we have a Daigle level up. Let's confirm him on the metal items. And another one. He gets another point. Get in there, man. He smelts super fast. So the more we level up, the quicker these guys are going to get these jobs done as well. We've nearly done these two, so it might be time to grab another one here. And we'll go for this big one. That cost us an absolute fortune, but that's sensible. We'll be able to send these two off in a moment, which will get most of the money back for this, and then we'll get a big payout on that one. And we get a new floor type with that one as well, which is cool, and we'll complete that one. What do we want to get next? We go clubs. Oh, look at this. You get extra points for doing this. Yes, we're going to spend all our money on this. Beautiful. Like we're flying through these. 61 points. So assistants allow you to hire assistants who can transport items, restock resources, and smelt ingots. They help in the workshop by carrying items from chests to their destination. All right. Does that mean we can start crafting up extra items, I guess? Ah. Oh, right. This is great. So what we'll essentially do is have the chest by the door. I think we can put it right there. And then they'll chuck the items into there. And then we'll grab an assistant, which ideally we want walking 20% faster, right? Makes a lot of sense. Although, yeah, you're good. Let's go for this cheapest one, believe it or not. And the assistant, where did you go? There you are. You're going to be transferring items. We don't care about ingots. You're going to transfer items. And we're going to spend a bunch of money on ingots as well. So they'll go into here, look. He transfers from there, so they'll be crafting a lot quicker. This assistant's going to make the world of difference. So actually, yeah, that's amazing. But that's fine. And we still ended day 5 in a surplus. Fantastic. And we got our items to carry over. Right, just thinking how we play this then. Have I got room for everyone? Just about. So I'm just going to have a bit of a reshuffle here. There we go. So what I've done is I've done it in a way that they'll go and grab this. I'm going to top that up. They'll take the ingot to here, then cool it down, then pop it in there. These guys will go boom, boom, boom. So that's fine. Let's start the next day. Let's see if the theory holds true. Let's see how they kind of move about. I actually need to flip it over so more people are doing others. I want 2 and 2 probably. But yep, that seems to be the case. And he can carry 1 or 2 at a time. So let's flip over these guys. So Grimwald's, nice level up there. Let's keep you on metal. It's 2 points per. Alan, your woodworking, your metal, and your metal. So we want you on metal. We're going to change Alan to... No, that's fine. We're going to change Orlave to woodworking. Although it does say he takes 20% more time to process wood on a carpentry bench. So I'm going to lay him off. And we're going to hire a new blacksmith. So we want a woodworker. Rosamund, you're going to be a wood item crafter. Wonderful. And then we can do auto leveling up on these guys. So we're going to go higher skill first. Alan, I'll keep manual because he's eventually going to be doing a bit of both. We're going to go higher skill first on Daigle. Rosamund, you're my woodworking. So we're going to go for... I mean, let's go... Yeah, we'll keep you manual as well. And then this guy, we're going to go for... I guess just leave him as well. We'll have to manual, but some of them we should be able to level up automatically. Perfect. I think the flooring actually costs much. This is very ugly, but you can have it anyway. It's not, doesn't look like a blacksmith's floor, but it is what it is. And there we go. We finally got a job done. 2k off that one as well. This one's almost done, so we can get a metalworking one now. This is a new blueprint. Let's go for that one. Looks like some kind of sword that we're going to get. And we'll finish you. So we can choose maybe... Oh, this one makes a lot more money, so let's go with that one. And it looks like we have enough points to get the discounted ingots. That's actually going to save us a bit of money because we've been... When we top up... There we go. So now it's 450 for 15. Oh, look, we've got our first blueprint upgrade of the wooden scoop. Increase the selling price from 44 to 47. They are rare. Uncommon, sorry, quality. I'm not sure if that increases the amount we get from here. It looks like it does. So, interesting. Let's see. Looks like we may get more for them in the future, though, especially in the shop. And there we go. Day 6 comes to an end. And yes, it's another fantastic surplus. So we are going to quickly start the next day once these guys have finished off their items. And boom, let's do it. Get stuck in, lads. Send off our wooden scoops, which gives us 3 extra points. Is there anything good here? So there's chain decoration. See this one here, 39, which would give us that. I like this one, though. Yeah, that one's the money maker. Not that we need it, but at the moment, yeah, we will need it when we get to the store. We also have some kind of elite worker. So let me take a look here. How do we do it? You don't have an empty seat to hire a new worker. Buy more benches. I mean, let's try it out. So we can just chuck our benches out here for now. I really want to see what this is all about. So merchants give 5% more money as a reward. Every worker earns 10% more XP. Ah, this is an assistant, so we'll probably get rid of our other assistant. Refreshing potential workers when hiring is limited to 300. No, don't care about that one. So merchants give 5% more money as a reward early on. This is great. We can make a lot of money. Let's go with Everett. And he just so happens to have a pretty good thing. And there we go. Hire your first elite worker. We can also complete this one. Look at our money, man. This is just immense right now. Let's choose that one. And then this elite worker then, I'm going to have to say goodbye to Hector. It's a shame because we might need him later, but he has a remaining wage of 3, so you can go. Fairly certain they cost quite a lot, these assistants. Yeah, well, he does anyway. So we gain 5% extra from each of these. And we have a blacksmith level up. Alan! Yes, we've got you working on wood. Let's get you nice and leveled up there. So even quicker. Not that we're doing that at the moment, but we will do. Got no ingots. Get that maxed out. And then let's complete this one. And that is a new blueprint. Let's choose that for the wooden items. And then inside of the new blueprint, we have a new blueprint recipe. So if we were going to open a shop, do we want to focus more on goodies or weapons? Eventually it'll be a bit of both, but I can't help but pick the longbow. So let's unlock it. What do we have? Enough for our next unlock. You will have a 4th candidate when hiring. Okay, not that important right now. Do you wish to use 66 plus 14? No. I don't want to use my blue ones because I think they're going to be needed. Yeah, we're going to need those later. I'm going to save up. And there it is. Day 7 comes to an end, baby. We're getting pretty hectic with the money here, but it's fantastic. Moving on. It's time to get stuck in to the next day. Got our quests. We do have the ability to have these candidates. As I say, we're on 71. I can do it with these. I'm going to hold on because there's no rush anyway. We don't need it right now. But let's crack straight in to the next day. And I'm going to zoom through because we need to hit these. And I just need a handful more of these guys. So if you're wondering, actually, just realize where they're coming from. So these, the points for when we craft uncommon, I just realized I was hovering over. So we actually need to craft common to unlock these. So it doesn't matter too much. We can use them. I'm going to grab the extra merchant slot then. I think that's a fine choice here. And then we got just get this one and then we can grab the store. So we can get one more. I think we'll go for the woodworking one. Absolutely flying through though. I can officially actually delete these walls out as well. So I'm going to just grab this removal tool. And I'm going to go ahead and also move this bench over here. So I'm just going to line the benches up a bit more efficiently so they're out of the way. And then we can move this stuff against the wall. I'm not going to move that until the morning, but for now that will do. And I realise actually we could have the blacksmith open as part of the shop to begin with. So this was a waste. I can go ahead and get rid of these to start. There is no need. And it gives us a bit to work with. And we can complete the uncommon spoon things. Contents of this chest are unknown. There's a low chance that there's something valuable inside. So for 33 of these, we're going to swap for a chest. We're going to give it a go. The problem is they'll start giving to that one before this one. You can set high priority inside of here when the merchant wants to. Okay, we'll go high priority there because it's the same. We want those ones first. And we have enough for the blueprint level up, it looks like. So what do we have? 43. Looks like the longbow can be leveled up. I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to save them all. A nice little surplus for the day as well. We've got 50 research points. We're going to get stuck in. I'm actually going to be spending a bit of money now. So the plan is to move this around a little. I'm going to go ahead and get a third thingy and a third anvil. Now, I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. I think we'll go... We grab that from there, then the anvils are here. Water's here. So we'll have them opposite. The water dip, we do want to be this side. So they dip in there, then put it into there. That works absolutely fine. In terms of this, we're going to move this one over out the way for now. Let's get the research bench just completely over there so I can see what I'm doing. Then we're going to go for woodworking. Woodworking. Chest there, that I'm still okay with that. It's not optimal, but I'm also going to get another woodworker. So we're going to try and hire 2 more. That's the plan. So we're going to come in. We're going to go for someone who's good at wood, which is this one right here. Not too... Oh, design points. This one's fine for our thing. I'm going to try a refresh. I don't think we have enough. So at the moment then we've got our new one that's going to be doing metalworking. So let's just double check. We've got 1, 2, 3 metal, 2 woodworking. Perfect. And then we got the one thingy as well. And what is the upgrade? Wooden club. I will go ahead and upgrade that. So selling price goes up by 3. And then we'll get stuck straight into the next day. Oh no, go into debt. Popped an achievement for being in debt. And if we quickly have a look, we have enough to unlock this one now. We're going to go straight away. So we just need 123 more total and we'll be able to get the store. And that's where we can really start to get the money, baby. I've just realized these need wood and metal, it seems. So we're overloading both right now. I can't do anything until I sell one of these because I have no money to top up the wood either. So need 2 more in there. Looks like we do have some good amounts in there though, the tomahawk. So we do have this one finishing, which is the chest actually. Hopefully we've got something good in there. I have no idea. Here it goes. A reward. You look inside with hope, but find only scraps and worn trinkets. A humble reward, but barely worth 1,265. I mean, it's money. Did get conned a little bit. I'm going to stay with these 3, though. It does appear we have assistant leveled up, though, and we're going to go for carry plus movement speed. So that's going to be a lot better. And I don't know if you saw it on the screen. We did pop that achievement for 500 crafted items already. And we're booming in with this. Complete 25 merchant offers. Oh, my God. Things are moving, and there's the bows. We can start getting those going. And let's go for... Hold on. We've got 1 metal. What's this one? Oak wood. Okay. Can't do that one. So 2 metals. We want 1 other wooden one. Let's go with that one. It might be time to get a second chest. So if we get 1 for the woodworking, 1 for the other one. It's a little bit closer as well. It means they don't have to wait for each other because they're having to queue to put items in. And there it is. A very good day to end it out. And let's crack into the 10th day. It looks like we got a blueprint level up. It is the longbow. I'm going to go ahead and level that one up because we'll be able to sell them in the shop soon. And we're there. Here it is. The store, baby. I'm going to spend it all. I know how to run this, I think. So it is time to just slow it down whilst we begin. So we'll need a checkout counter. So how it works is they'll come and walk around as well. So let's get this in. And then to start, we'll just get a couple of basic racks. And this one will say you can have bludgeons. This one's going to be... Oh, don't want to unlock it. Wooden clubs in that one. And you do need a bit of a gap between them. So we're essentially going to set up the shop. And honestly, I might have them just up here for a second. And we'll have a nice crate rack for some utensils. And in this one, we'll say, let's go for woodens. Let's go for tankards. I got that the right way around, actually. I believe so. Now, just ignore this. It's all going to move. We're going to start that, though. Then we need a bit of these. And this all increases customers' amounts as well. Displays bows for customers to buy. Let's get one of these in. We get a bit hot over there. We're going to get the long bows in there as well. And I need to hire up a thingy. So let's complete that one. Let's go into this. We're going to need a cashier. I'm going to be honest, this one's better to start. And look at that. Have your own store and hire 10 staff. Beautiful. So this one is the efficiency. This is charisma. And this one's communication. I'll level this up manually for now. But I am going to be able to start racking these. So what you then need to do is go into your blacksmiths and then decide who's doing for what. So we're going to have Bernard is going to change for the shop. So he's going to craft exclusively for the racks. And then we'll have Daigle crafting for racks as well. And then the other guys will have doing for the orders. So we'll have a little bit in the shop, a little bit in the merchants for now. And then the servants will just leave as is. So what we'll need to do is move these over when we get a second, which is right now. And these guys, once they're called on this, just going to put it at the back. And when that moves, I can move it over here as well. This can go here. Just for now, that's not optimal, but it'll do. And there we go. The day has ended. So we have the start of a wonderful new shop. It is time to move things around. So I'm going to get the woodworking all out of the way. There we go. So we'll have this chest for over here. This chest for the woodworking just over here. And then we'll have the store back here. Now I'm going to expand all this. I just need to get it right. At the moment, I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. And just do something like that. And then these guys will just build out a couple more racks. At the moment, we're pretty full. We do have stuff to sell, which is awesome. So we're going to come into the shop. We're going to grab another one or two of these. And this one, we can have iron goblets. And we're going to have a couple of these ones for the tools. So we'll go just maybe, I don't know, something like that. And at the moment, we don't have anything unlocked. So I'll leave those probably empty, actually. And here we go. Shop info. Your shop attracts 24 customers per day. Plus 10 from purchased racks, plus 10 from... So everything you buy increases the amount that can come. So probability to consider. If a customer is considering an item, there's a certain chance that they will buy it. This depends on the item's quality. So uncommon, they're more likely to buy than common. We have a slightly better chance. So leveling those up is actually a big deal. So it's worth thinking about trying to unlock new blueprints total, which need to come along from the actual missions, right? Which is this guy here. And I can see one right there. So we want to get this one done. I'm going to prioritize that one then. We're going to start the new day. Actually, for the meantime, let's actually go ahead and just display. We've got tomahawks and clubs again in that one as well. So at least we have something going. Let's get cracking. I'm so excited. The shop is underway, baby. And look at this. We see people buying. Sell your first item in the store. Yes. And these are quick bucks, man. I just realized. Look how quick this will make money. And you can increase the thingy of them coming in by buying certain stuff. So you can get it here. Look, customer bonus from decorations value. I mean, let's get a little rug then. There you go. Have a rug. Check out the other decorations. So it's just plants. We've got some curtains. Maybe you get some curtains on the window. A couple of banners, which we can get at some point. I think we will separate them without a wall for now, but just by having a couple of banners up. Does increase it a little bit. Yeah, buddy. Sell 10 items in the shop, and we've unlocked into the next one. There are more merchants to offer to choose from. Yep, take that. What do we have? Occasionally, you'll get a chance to hire a worker with 2 positive traits. Unlocks the oak forest. Enables smelting ores into ingots using a smelter. Oh my god. Wow, you really get to a full automated workshop with this, man. It's so cool. Look at our shop. We have a bit of everything here, guys. Look at this. Loads of clubs, loads of bludgeons. Got one tomahawk. Looks like someone is buying it. But actually, getting our blueprints up is a fantastic thing to do. Looks like we've finished, so we're going to unlock a new blueprint. So we need to choose one. And I'm going to go for this kitchen knife as well. I'm going to get that one going. and we're going to get a blueprint. So what do we want to go with? Let's unlock the wooden pitchfork, and then I can get this, I think, displayed. So it might be worth us getting another display. Firstly, though, where does it come under? Tool, wooden pitchfork. There we go. Look, we can flip that one to that. Then on there, we can get that one as the tomahawk. And we finished another. Give me the money. Oh, we got loads to choose from now. Holy crap, man. And let's look at expanding whilst we're here. So I think we'll start by just making the actual generic actual walls bigger. So let's expand all the way over. Get our flooring in, and let's actually change it from this. So the store can be like that. I haven't put walls in yet, so this will come. Let's also go ahead and get rid of this. Boom. Oh, you get money back for the walls as well. That's great. I'm going to go ahead and light the place up. I am fancying these outside. So I'm going to go for some of these lights, and it does add to the money value. I am going to move these guys inside. I'm going to put Matey Boy in his corner over there. And then I'll move this back. We will have a separated workshop, I think. I'm not sure where I can put these outside. I can't. So we're going to want maybe a light or two at the front of this. This isn't going to be the base size of the shop. I am going to change it, but for now, that's what we'll go with. Let's move our benches back. So once this day finishes, I've got plenty of money to do a bit of building. Then we have blueprint to level up. Let's go for the tankard here. To 72 from 66 is a big deal. And there we go, a very big profit today. We're hitting good money. And before I start the next day, it is time. So we have room for 2 more. So we're going to want another, probably another bench, 1 more assistant, and then 2 more blacksmiths. And then I'm going to get this moved over. So we don't want it too far away. We're going to have a blacksmithing area here. And then off the back, we're going to have the woodworking. Now, I'd rather have it slightly less efficient, but looking nice. So we'll go for wood like this. These items will have chucked in there for now. And then I'm going to move this. So I'm just going to like put the floor down. And that'll be the store, I think, for now. Actually, let's have this side. I'll get the benches moved eventually. They can wait for now. And then let's get our wall in. And we'll have a door to the blacksmith over this way. I'm wondering if we want one over here. Don't want them coming through there for the shop though, so let's go for it. And then this guy will move over. So we'll have the, for now we'll have the storefront over here. Have a little weapons corner over there. We'll keep the rug here. We'll keep these goblets there for now. And then we'll have like these kind of going through the middle. For now, we'll leave the benches over there. So we've got a nice segmented workshop and we'll crack on. Now, I did want another bench, didn't I? So let's get another one set up actually. So we're going to get a bench, then we're going to get more kit. So we're going to go for... Actually, this is going to go over here. And this is going to go here. We're going to have a 4th smelter, 4th anvil. Might need a 2nd bucket at this point, if I'm honest. So we'll get 2 buckets like that. This one, we're going to move so it's back like that. And then, to be fair, it classes as them being able to walk. So if we just get them... Nah, let's leave it like that. Then they can go, that's 4. Then they can cool it down, chuck it in there. Then we'll need 1 more woodworking table. And this works really, really nicely. So we'll have them that way. Then we'll have crate there. Cool. Let's get these topped up. And then we'll hire up. So we'll start with 1 more assistant. Let's go with a balanced kind of one. I want the movement speed, really. I think it's more important. So we'll go with Crispin. And you are going to exclusively stock those guys as well. And then we'll get in 2 more blacksmiths. You'll have to do because you're going to be working anyway. 1,200 though to get them. Refresh it. Let's see if we can get a woodworker. There we go. Benedict, you can come in as well. So the blacksmiths will have crafting. We'll have a new one for the racks. So we'll go, you're going to do metal items and you're going to higher skill level up first. But we'll have you crafting for the... one for the racks fine for now, it seems. And then you're going to be leveling up your highest skill first, and you're going to be a woodworker. And then we'll see how we get on with that. I want to get the merchant thingies done first. That's how you unlock new items. Look at this, man. It is a row of efficiency right here. Well, it seems to be going pretty well. We've managed to finish 1 job already. We're looking... Oh, look at that one. A new floor type there, though. I wouldn't mind that. What are we working on at the moment? Metal, metal, metal. So we do need a woodwork one. So let's go for the bows. Put that as high priority because we get a new floor. I mean, let's not hesitate to decorate whenever we can as well, right? So, I mean, let's get some more curtains in. Got these little walls. I forgot to actually paint. Go for just stone in the blacksmith right now. And then the shop will just be wood. It's pretty ugly, but we'll go with it for now. At least we have a differentiator right now. We can tell what's what, right? And looks like we're on to our next thing. So smelting. Enables smelting ores into ingots using a smelter. And that unlocks smelting ingots achievement. So to smelt ingots, you need an ingot smelter, which takes ores as input and produces ingots as output. All of that is handled by your assistants, who will also deposit the products, produced ingots, to an ingot storage. Right, okay. So we won't even need to smelt up. Let me just see then. You don't have any smelters or crafters for ingots. Stores ores which can be smelted into ingots. So start then, we'll go in here and I'll just take a look at it. And then we've got a smelter. Oh, wow. Cool. And then we're going to need, did it say an assistant? I'm going to refresh it and just see. We'll take Liam for now. And you are going to be doing craft ingots. Works only on smelting ingots. Iron ingot. What's the other one? Transfer ingots. Carries ingots constantly from source unknown to destination unknown. Oh, right. So pick an ingot storage at source. Cancel. Okay, so we can't do that yet. We'd need to keep them. That's one for another time. So we want craft ingots. Let's see what he does then when he gets in. He's over here. He's kind of just sat there at the moment. So we can't even do this yet. So let's get him to transfer items then, so he can actually do a bit of work. I think I need to top it up. Oh no, I get it. I get it. Liam, you're back on the job. There you go. So we top the raw ones, which smelt into this, and then they transfer from this into this. Got ya. So he'll just go ahead and smelt. And then put it in there. And smelt my first iron ingot. Okay, so it means I haven't got to top up this anymore. And I top up this instead, which is actually cheaper than this. So it'd be interesting to see how many of these will be the case for the ratios, really. We'll see how we get on. Do you have the ability to level up a blueprint, though? I'm going to save it for now. We're going to keep selling. So he's managing to slow down this, but not keep it afloat. We spent a lot of money, by the way. We're going to start the new day in a negative, but we're okay. I'm going to let them finish off their items. And we'll be fine, actually, because we've got that new floor type. Let's choose one of these before we get on, then. And I think it's going to be this tomahawk one, because that research is going to be nuts. Let's high priority the knife, so we can get a new blueprint as well. And let's start the next day. So each blueprint's going to be something new for the shop, isn't it? That's the way I see it. This is pretty cool. So I can have him... So he does still transfer it over. So that's all we need from this guy at the moment. We're about to get a bunch of blueprints, aren't we? So let's go ahead and upgrade one of these. Now, tomahawk seems to be something people are buying. So let's go for that. We'll keep these topped up in here. Perfect. And then we've got a new blueprint. Oh, this makes me happy. Let's go for this one yet again. What is that? Unlock banner. New floor type, new picture. Oh man, let's go for the blueprint first. And then let's unlock what we want to get. So loads not available. Look at all this that you can do. Like, it is insane how much this game actually has. So let's go for the grill fork. The reason I'm going for the grill fork is because there were jobs for that one. And that does mean we should be able to get a new rack now for that one. Question is, the grill fork, what is it classified as? Let's get our first one of these in. And let's pop it over here for now. And this one's going to have our grill fork on it. Though, I'm wondering if we can have multiple. We can't. So I'm going to get two of these. I'm going to get a wooden one. And we're going to get the grill fork. There we go. We'll have a couple of shelves. I will lay this out to look a little bit better eventually. We're going to try and go for shop rows, I think. I really like the look of these little ones, though. See how our level ups are doing. So they're on auto leveling, so we should see them absolutely flying here. All right, another one for the blueprints. I mean, wooden pitchfork. Let's go ahead and upgrade it. All of this increases the amount we can make, doesn't it, in the long run in here. So we'll try and craft as many ingots as we can. Day has ended. I'm going to click straight through. We do have some level ups here. Go for that. I'll get you leveled up. All of this is going to come in handy. What I'm going to do is get in one more of these. We'll double smelter it for now. And there we go. New blueprint and another one done. Let's go for the wall. And we need one more woodworking. So let's go for a big order on the wooden scoops. What do we want to unlock this time? I think we go for the butcher's knife. And I'll need to get that one set up. So I need to get butcher's knife and kitchen knife in my shop, which again are both utensils. Which I think I prefer these to the other racks. So I'm going to go for these guys. I'm going to have them back to back. That's going to be kitchen knives. That's going to be butcher's knives. And we'll get these moved. There we go. We've got them back to back. Once that's filled up, it'll look quite nice, I think. Here we go. Nice little assistant level up. Good stuff. Let's go for slightly quicker. Let's go for quicker, actually, permanently. I think that's good. These are super ones, so much just give 5% more money. All right, let's get the iron goblet leveled up. Got so many uncommons coming in. It makes me happy, man. We've got enough for the oak forest as well. Let's unlock it, because I have no idea what this is all about. So, unlock oak forest. Ore crate's empty. You haven't hired a lumberjack. Oh my god. Alright, it's time for a lumberjack then. So let's hey, look here. We've got different kind of traits. I'm guessing one's chopping, one's woodworking. Okay, I might try this guy. Needs 2 less hits to cut down a tree. You're going to be assigned to the oak forest. Cut trees, cut logs, chop wood. Ah, so these guys will then... What's that for? Determine stamina. 5 hits. Takes 12 for him to cut down logs. Does he go off to the forest? Do we ever see this guy, or does he just bring logs to our warehouse? And this is where you get the servants, or what are they called? The assistants, to grab from the warehouse to your storage. So we're going to grab wood from here and put it on here, based on whether our lumberjack actually does anything. Here we go. Okay. Oh, wow. You have to actually control them in here. Oh, my God, man. Just keep an eye on him. So she'll put the logs in. I will need an assistant then to transfer this over, will I? Or do I need another lumberjack to do the transferring? I think I do. Let's go for this stamina guy. You're going to come in here and get this going as well. So we'll have 1 cutting trees, 1 cutting logs, 1 chopping wood. Perfect. Let's see how we get on with this. And then I'll have to figure out when I go back over this way, because I know you get into mines and stuff as well. This one over here, I need to figure out how we get this going. Yeah, restock raw resources. Look, so you get one of your guys to do restock raw. I might move them from over here. So we don't have enough. Let's go for the lower one. Let's get you restocking raw resources. So we'll have to edit this. We'll go oak wood. So carry oak wood from the warehouse to restock eligible storages. So each day, I'm assuming it goes from here, and then it'll transfer into here. I'm going to keep an eye. And there we go. We can complete the tankards too. So let's go for another one. Let's get a nice small one. This is crazy. Right, so we collected 16. A big day, a lot of money. And I'm just going to come over. They rest over there. If we come back in then. When does my warehouse get stocked up? There it is. Yep, per day. So this guy will now go over and grab this. Cool. And those logs, yeah, are the ones using here. Got it. I'm just seeing as well, this isn't keeping up with the amount we have, so it's slowly draining. There we go. That goes to the warehouse. Can only grab 2 at a time to put into there, so it's going to be really slow. We're going to need multiple to do this. And we have finished another one. Look at our money. Right, I'm going to hold fire so they all focus on these then. I'm going to get them all working these ones down before I unlock new ones. If we have a door there, that'll be for the warehouse. Let's also get the kitchen knife leveled up. So we're getting there. Most things are uncommon at the moment. So hopefully you can carry from there through to here. We'll see now. There we go. Perfect. Much better pathing. Sell 100 items in the shop. Wow, we are doing really, really well. I'm very tempted to get a 3rd crate here, actually. And I'm going to put it right at the door, like that. The reason I'm going to do that is because they're queuing to place stuff down. I think the 3rd crate will make it a little bit quicker to get stuff in, so there'll be less queuing, which in turn will make us more money. We have enough room for everything. It all looks good, look. Shopping away. Deal with the level up as well. Alan, the woodworker, man. Look at this skill now. I can see with that door there, this one has actually slowed down. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look at that. 40. So they're getting way more now. That is crazy how many they have. So we probably need more crates eventually over here. Lumberjack's doing the hard work. I'm desperate for my assistants to level up. I want the super fast guys. So the way I've just figured it out is the speed is going to be a more valuable trait. especially for the crafting goods. So we want these guys to be leveled up on speed, right? So I'm going to keep them manual because we want them going from here to here as quick as they can. Day's finished. I want them going from these smelters and stuff to this one as quick as possible. Let's crack on though. We're almost there on these, I think. So 2 more in there, a couple more in there. We'll get those tomahawks done afterwards. And then it's time for some new jobs. And look at that, 56 logs in the warehouse for the day there. So I think we should be able to keep this topped up now. And there we go. We can complete that bad boy. And we're going to have our new wall paint very soon, which I think is going to be my shop look for now. And we officially have the new wall paint. I'm going to get one of these in. Unlocks painting. No, I'm going for a woodwork. Oh my God. What is this? This is a timed offer. 24 hours. Okay, I can't do that one. 20% less coins. Even that's really high though with 20% less. Go for the bows. And let's finish. Oh, we can get an elite worker. Okay, let's get rid of a slot for now. Who are we going to get? Well, firstly, I'm going to put the bench down, actually, because it looks like we might be able to keep one. So let's do it that way instead. All right, so we can hire... It's actually a blacksmith this time. Oh, my God. Look at this one. All skills are at max level. The wage is 1,000. I think we can afford them. But at the same time, I feel like it's a waste. Because we're going to be able to level these up. And actually, they're only going to be doing one thing at a time, if that makes sense. I know it's trying to entice me to grab them. But all workers move 10% faster. This is pretty crazy. Christine is coming in. And Christine is going to be the addition. I think... What do I want you doing? I actually might have Christine designing now. And we'll get a second design thing in. I think that's pretty sensible. So we'll get another one of those. And she's going to obviously make all these 10% quicker anyway. So we're just going to have so much more efficiency throughout the board anyway. And what have we got here then? So it enables hiring of more skilled workers. That's always good. Is it something I want right now though? We've almost got the iron mine. Hiring discounts up to 500 coins cheaper to hire new workers. Or we get discounted ores. Decrease the restock of price of ores. I think I want this first. So I'm going to go with the discounted ores. Iron mine will set up soon. But it's not something we want right now. It just means I can top this up for way cheaper. And there we go. 153 design points getting unlocked now. And we need another metalworking. So let's go for the floor type. And I have the ability to upgrade another one. I'm going to go for the tomahawk. So we have 2 at rare. Beautiful. And we got our first lumberjack level up. So this one, I'm going to make sure the cutting is quicker. So he's going to be focusing on that. And look at that. For the day, we've actually got left with most wood less now. That's really good. So this guy we've leveled up to carry more. And that, I think that's the right thing to do. And I see this is taking an age to go down now, which is fantastic. And we've completed the bows already. We grab this painting then. All right, let's spend some time getting the shop in order then. There we go. Look at this. Yes, I haven't got enough different items to put on these yet, but I do almost have enough for another level up. So I've just gone for the extra knives and stuff on there, but it looks cool. That's time for another blueprint upgrade. Let's get the grill fork done. All of this is big money. I can't get over how much money we actually have right now. So what we're kind of gearing up for at the moment is going to be this iron mine. You can see we're already starting to get these. The second floor is only 100 in the rare quality ones. So we'll be able to get that pretty quickly. I would grab this one, but honestly, this is going to be more important. I do want to get the 200 uncommons, so I think this is a big deal. So we can automate the mine then the same way we've got the woodworking going. So at the moment, we're 320 with his extra carry amount. He's doing quite well, and I think I've got this perfect for the amount we've got, by the way. This hasn't gone down from 25. It's been hovering between 23 and 28 constantly with these guys. Look at this. It's perfect. Really good. So all I've got to do is make sure these are topped up. And once we've got the mine, we can get it to transfer from there to these. So we won't even need to do that, which is crazy. Now we're getting close to a couple on here for money. These don't matter too much. We're going to be focusing these on the ones we can unlock new stuff. So these are going to be good as well. So any that can unlock... Definitely want to try a timed one at some point, but we'd have to flip everyone onto it. So at the moment, I'm going to focus up purely on ones that are going to give us unlocks. And here we go. Let's check in. Same number look. It's perfect. So it looks like 2 of these in this, well, with this distance can service 4 of those. And there's the completed batons. Let's go for the... What have we got? We got the butcher's knives. Let's go for the spoon, fork, scooper things. Okay, let's get these also upgraded. So butcher's knife, we'll get going. And looks like we've unlocked some new decoration. So we've got a picture. I'm going to get these in to the shop, actually. Because... Oh, wow, that's big. That is a huge picture. Let's go there. These will actually help give us this boost here. So I'm going to just put them up for now. Nothing special. Why do I want this one? I feel like that would be nice there. Okay, we can add flails to the wall. Kind of cool. It's for the weapon corner. Oh, there's a double one. At the moment, we don't have a lot that we can decorate in, so it's still good to do that. I mean, we can get some potted plants and stuff in, so why not? Keep the entrance to that looking nice. Maybe one of those. How close are we? Very close. I feel like this is the way to go. We just chuck up a couple of these for now. This is purely to get this item overlaps, okay? Just to get that value up. And actually, we can get them in here, can't we? That takes us over the edge. Look, that gives us the extra customers that will come in. Hopefully make even more money from them. And there we go. We spent a lot this day, but that's fine. See where ingots are at? 22. So we did pretty well. Let's have a quick top up. Wood I no longer need to do. So that's really good. And we have 64 per day in there. And job finished. New floor type, baby. Right, we're going to need a metalworking one now. And look at that. We have a new blueprint. Beautiful. Let's get that one in. So Crispin is crafted chests for merchant carts outside. Let's get him leveled up in speed. And we almost have it. So we've got 170, 185 or so. Keeps going. Look at this. Elite workers boost. Fewer merchant offers need to be completed to get an elite worker. No. Although that is good. I want this really badly. We're making some serious money from the shop. This is permanently going up, man. It's so good. Now that we've got the rating up. There we go. Let's get this iron mine going. And there it is. Unlock the iron mine. So in the same fashion as everything else, we're going to need to hire some miners. And I want some pretty generic ones for now. So energy plus the other things rest 30% slow. That's fine. And let's get... That was 10 last time. Let's get that one. Go with 2 miners. And they should have everything they need. Pickaxe. Decrease health points of each rock. So over in the mines, they just hack away at these little rocks. And the leveling up from what I can see is based on that. So there you go, 30 per hit. So it determines how quick they can get them down. So what's that? Yep, 6 hits brings us 1 or... So we got 17 for the day. We're almost there. So I'm just going to let the mine do its thing, to be fair. I've already got one set up to transfer for that. So the workshop's going to be good. We've got ores and stuff. I want to see how well we can... Well, do that really. I'm going to keep this one topped up. The rest will be brought over from the morning with those two. And shop's going well, to be honest. Put down this new flooring, as you can see. So it looks really nice. Got different floorings in there. I actually am a huge fan of this one. So this might stay for a while. And there we go. Day 18 completes. Still a plus, so I'm happy with that. And now we have both ores and wood in here. So 60 per day. That's cool. We've got our 2 workers grabbing that now. So... Well, should be pretty happy days over here. They'll be chucking that in. Tomorrow will be much better for the mine, so we'll be getting more people in as well. We should probably be considering just filling our floor space for now, because we have the money. I'm going to keep it pretty basic to start. There we go, got all the walls ready. I've got this outer brick and concrete on the outside as well. And I plan on putting lights all the way along, actually. Looks like part of the streets, you know. It's a bustling town this time. I do want to keep an eye, actually, but it looks like we've got enough for the longbow to level up now, so we will definitely hit that. So we'll get that to rare. And I'm going to come in and grab another one. So this one right here, we're finishing for the new blueprint. There should be another one. New wall paint, new floor. Actually not sure which one I want here. I will do a timed one eventually. Yeah, we'll just go for the wall paint. And quick check-in on the mine. How many do we have? 19. So it's 20. I think it is worth us hiring another miner. We have room for one more. I might refresh, see if we can get a double skill one here. It's quite expensive, but there we go. Perfect. His movement speed's great. We're going to take you, Roger, because you are a good one. Looks like we finished off our pitchforks. Good amount of money. I might wait until tomorrow. Wouldn't mind getting that floor type, though. Let's go with that. As this one's about to finish. Looks like we've got blacksmith level up. Let's get that one going. Probably get that one higher skill first. And boom. we have a new blueprint. Let's focus on that then. And I think I'm going to go for the ladle. A ladle is something we can set up to sell, and I reckon I can get that switched over on here. There we go. We've got the ladles in there. Shop's looking nice and cozy, man. Love it. And day comes to an end. A very good profit once again. So I should look at this to break it down a little bit more. It's kind of stupid money from the merchant offers when they're done. But the item sales keep us propped pretty well. So shouldn't be concerned with that at all. Wages are super high. But that's okay. I think we might want to strip these down before we start the next day as well. So we have room to work with. I am yet again... Well, I'm going to need a back door over here now. Or we forget. Then probably want to move these back. I think it can stay like that for now. What I might do is just get another row of these guys over here. I might move this all the way across. But what you need is probably want to swap these around. These... If you're trying to be really good, you'd move these all the way over. Actually, you know what? Give me a sec. Alright, so we've got this little smelting area here with the anvils. And we've moved the research over there. And then over here, we got this little section for the woodworking. What I'm going to do is move these about a bit more, actually. This would be much more efficient if these were like that. So they have a place to go for these. I'm just going to top one of them up. I may even go to 6, actually. Let's... get this lined up a little bit better. We want maybe the 5. I might go to 6 and we'll just get them in. Yeah, they can come in over this way. So we'll have them like that. Just so it's open. We'll have this chest here. Let's get a 4th chest as well. And the idea is they're nice and close to go in on these. I don't mind them having to walk for the blacksmiths. That's absolutely fine. We want to fill these up. That's looking good. So we've increased. So we've got 2 of these extra, 2 of these extra. So that is another load of blacksmiths we're going to need, but in order to accommodate them we'll need the benches. We'll get 2 more benches in, then we'll come on in and we're going to probably refresh. There we go. We're going to try and get some of these. There's a woodworker there, although it says they take 20% less time to process ingots. You might end up being ingots. That's 1. Yeah, I think we'll sacrifice it. We'll have that to level up. We'll go metal items and then we'll get you leveled. Another metal items with Greta here. I think we'll stick with just the 2 crafting for racked. They're pretty good level anyway, so they go pretty well. We want these finishing the merchants to unlock certain stuff. And then we'll refresh. Let's get some more. We have a good woodworker. And I will spend the money. These I might want to get into this one. Heats ingots 50% faster while using a furnace. That would have been good. 20% less time. You're a woodworker as well. Let's give it a go and let's see how they perform. Now, as you can see, much better over here, so I'm just going to leave that. They're nice and close to this as well. The only difference is the wood one is going to have to walk a little bit further. So we might want 2 of those. It is a long old trek. And I'm just seeing if anyone does actually get in the way here. I don't think they do. No, they do pass through each other just fine. Got multiple things. Hiring discounts, up to 500 coins cheaper to hire new workers. Well, I probably could have done with that before. And we got another upgrade. So let's go for the iron goblet. Get yourself in. And we can get the ladle level up. So we're no longer producing anything under the other thingy now. All the ones we produce should be of uncommon quality because you can't use these anywhere else now. So we actually want to get up to rare as much as we want. And we finish one of our wood. And that is for the new wall paint. Very quick, actually. And we get another wood one in. Let's grab the bows. Nice, decent day, though. Another 2 grand. We spent quite a bit. And it looks like we got everything in, so... And one finished. A new floor type. We'll definitely check that out. I can't get over how much we've got here. I'm going to give this one a go because there's a low chance of something rare. Because why not, right? We'll give it a bash. See if we end up with something good. Probably not. And there we go. We've got our shelves stocking up nicely. We've got the ladles in now. Hopefully make us a bit of coin. Better be quick here because we're running out of time. We need these. His next level up. I think we need to get into this customer wait time. It's like he's already there, so we can get that increased so they'll wait longer. I just noticed that they were struggling because we may need another one. Let's get you. So you're crafting ingots, so you only ever need walk speed. And the other guy is exactly the same. Looks like I didn't need to top these up today. They've done pretty well. So this is continually flowing really well. And looks like we've got the choice here. So elite workers boost. Fewer merchant offers needs to be complete to get an elite worker. Probably good. Unlocks nicer shop racks. Let's go with that one. We're actually almost onto the 2nd floor as well. And then we can unlock the wooden pitchfork upgrade. And let's take a look at what we've unlocked. +2. Is that bigger? What's the difference? It looks like more sturdy wood. Same with the weapon rack. Okay, definitely nicer. Getting one of these nicer ones ready. Ready for an upgrade. Oh, that doesn't affect the decorations, so we want to get some more in. Yeah, there's a little armor stand. Let's get one of these in. That could look pretty cool. Yeah, let's pop it there for now just to hit this bump. Not sure he can keep up yet, but that's fine. Right, let's have a look. Items for merchant offers. There is a lot there. I feel like we need another assistant to come and grab that. But there's the floor type, so we'll get that one finished. That's complete 50 merchant offers achievement. Yes, we're flying. Those two are the carry ore and oak wood. Let me come into my staff here. Because I feel like it's a bit slow. So your merchant offers. I might get one more assistant then. Let's see what we can refresh. There we go. Hello, Alice. Alice, you're going to transfer items and you're going to work on, yeah, the merchant carts. There we go. That should help. Day's end is here though. Beautiful. Another cool 5k. Now I've been looking at and thinking about the layout, and I think actually restock items here, right? Then we have all of the blacksmith row here, all of the woodsworking row here. Then they only have to carry the wood and ores to this bit, then they stack into here. That's a good idea. So that's kind of be the next play. We've got loads going on though here, so let's complete that one. We've got one room for a woodworking one here, and I think we're going to go for the clubs here. And probably another one actually. I wouldn't mind getting that one in, just because of the blueprints. So let's keep that going. Let's also get the assistant leveled up. And this one is raw resources. So if you're doing the wood, it might be better that you move quicker. Now we're going to unlock the elite workers boost. So I reckon we're nearly, yeah, 17 it is. That's not bad. And there we go. Tankard to rare quality. So we're almost halfway on the rares now as well. We're looking good. I really want to get some more weapons in though. I'm desperate to have like a whole weapon. I'm going to separate it out. So we'll have like utensils upstairs, weapons downstairs kind of deal, you know, because you do unlock both. I think we might be capped in the mine for 60 a day, right? If we come into the mine stuff. I don't know, actually. Doesn't look like it. Maybe not, actually. It doesn't matter. And here we go. A new blueprint. I think it is literally the last one we can get. These are mega, though, for these. So I'm actually going to grab one of them. I'm just going to pause it up. Let's grab our metal scoop. And that's the last one we can get here. There's so much not available, but we have to produce certain goods. I'm guessing from one of the chests, we may have a chance to get like a diamond or something, right? And then we can, look, I can't get over how many items there are to sell. It is crazy, man. The metal scoop can get leveled up straight away, though. And then we've got the second floor. Oh, man. And there we go. Rise above achievement. Now, second floor, I will get it done, but right now is not the time. Definitely will need some stairs, though. Feeling pretty good just to chuck some stairs in for now. But I'm not going to deal with it yet. So what you basically need to do is just put your floor down, which is what I'll get done, just so we can see the top floor for now anyway. But there's a lot of space to work with here, so I'm not going to put the walls in yet. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put the research tables upstairs for now, so they're out of the way. We're going to have the ores this way. We're going to have the wood over here, so we'll get these nice and stacked. And then we'll have the ores. That's like a little bit of a production chain, right? Smelt over to here, then work this way. Probably get 5 chests as well, and then we'll get the woodworking this way. And these save a lot of space, actually. It's the metalworks that are a bit of a problem. Now, that's absolutely fine. I don't mind them having to walk a tiny bit, though. Although, I could shuffle this a bit further. I think that's fine. If we wanted to get more in, we can. And then what I'm going to do is have these over here. So we'll have you two, and we'll get in a 5th chest. Or let's get 2 more, actually. And I'm okay with that. So hopefully it'll be wood and then metal, but it doesn't really matter. We're just basically trying to make it so they push into this, right? And we might need another assistant at some point, but let's give this a go and see how we get on. So we've got 4 jobs on the go. This one going to give big bucks. I want to finish this to get lucky with something juicy. Now we're making that much money. Let's go upstairs and let's get a 3rd table in now. Get a 3rd design table, and then we'll get in another blacksmith, but we want someone that is good with this design points. There you go. Lovely stuff. So we have 3 on the design board now. And we have enough for another thingy. I need to get this on the rack as well. Let's get the ladle. And let's go downstairs. Let's get the thingy set up on the rack. The metal scoop. A bit of everything. Look, I got 2 lots of forks, so I need to change one of those over eventually, but that's okay. Oh, oil's getting pretty low. So we're smashing through, so I'm going to have to buy some of those as well. Same with the wood, actually. And let's go, fingers crossed. What do we get? You look inside with hope, but find only scraps and a worn trinkets. A humble reward barely worth 2,756. Well, all right, let's stick our focus in on some of these then. So you see there's design points 413. Because although there's no blueprints here, we need to find certain ones to be able to unlock them. But I'm okay to hoard the numbers. And I'm wondering if any of those items do help. So I'm guessing these are like tin ingots and stuff. Diamond, large sterling silver. What's that? Clay. Alright, we just need to get onto maybe steel ingots then. And day 23. Another big surplus. I am making serious money. Look at this. Absolute bank. Now, it looks like we didn't manage to clear out everything that we got for the day at all here. So we're going to need to get more assistants in now as well. Yeah, 1% more customers. And you're going to be restock raw resources. Let's go for wood because that's been a bit more problematic for you. There we go. Although he says that, and look how many ores I've got. That's fine. We can get another ore person in as well. Can't get over how many staff we have now. Look at it. It's absolutely bustling, man. Worked out quite well. Just get loads of chests seems to be the play. Not sure whether I want to get a couple more of these in now. Just do it. Let's get another bench in. Let's get more assistants. All of this I'll probably move up top. I'm going to get one more for the ore. Movement speed's fine. You're going to go for restock raw resources, and it's going to be the iron ore. Perfect. Attracts 1% less customers. That's okay. The last one was attract 1% more. We'll take it at the moment. It's not a big deal. We have stupid money. I've just realised what's happened here, guys. They're walking all the way around. I've got the door blocked. Silly me. Let's get that in there. That should still be okay to walk around. I'm an idiot. I was wondering why they weren't emptying out, actually. The door was blocked. Look at that. What are we out of? Is that metal? Oh, well. Hello. Let's top that up a little bit then. Just keep that going. And it looks like we have finished one that will get us some blueprint upgrades. So let's go for, well, we can get one into the red here. We do want to start getting in the rare stuff, if I'm honest. So I'm going to go for that. The epic, sorry. Because we're going to need some of those. But the day has come to a close. Nice little profit again. And we completed another one. Don't think I have a blueprint, but it looks like I can get some new ones in. This is really good. We also can get an elite worker. Let's see what we've got. All assistants walk at the same speed while carrying as they do while empty-handed. Bonus to the customers from decorations 20% higher, 25% higher. Every worker earns 10% more XP. No, not bothered about that. This one, Amelia, is pretty legendary. So we're going to get Amelia in. Probably keep her, actually. Stocking maybe for the house. I don't know. We'll leave it. And then we've got enough to unlock the extra cart for another merchant slot. Okay, so up next, we're into some rare ones there, but we need to start earning just rare here. More merchant offers. Enables combining metal parts using a workbench. That's going to be the steel ingots, and then the copper mine is down there as well. So we're very close to getting all the new items. So with that extra person then, with our new blacksmith, I think we're going to go for metal items. And finally, we have completed one. Look at all that. We've just got so many. So we're up for good level up. I'm going to get my last one leveled up here. Then we can get another one to the epic. So let's go with the tankard. We're getting there already. It's crazy. I think I've got everything up. And we're getting mighty close to these new mines. And the amount of money we have is just insane. So we're almost there for this advanced metalworkings, which is what the one I want. And we'll have trade routes before we know it. A cool 7.5k nearly as well. Look at our money, man. Let's have a quick look where it is. Unlocks a drinks crate for miners. Basement, silver mine, smelting, fire pit, third floor. I'm just going through. Trade routes, there it is. Pine forest. Oh, sharpening wheel. There's loads. Jewelry is pretty late on, but that's all right. We smashed through. Complete my 25th day. Now, I am very much of the mind where I want to get in another smelter. So I'm going to move these along. I'm going to put you over here. I know you're working on there, mate. Sorry. Probably move this one. Gonna have to wait, but I need to get one in. I need a third smelter and a third person because this is struggling a little bit. So I think I can move it around. We'll just get it in for now. And we'll need another assistant to go and do that. So we need them crafting ingots. We're going purely for movement speed here. That's what matters. So, I mean, yep. Simon, he has the walks 20% faster trait. He also has it, actually. You're more important. Let's go with you. You're actually a bit cheaper as well. So, Paul, you're going to be doing the craft ingots. And you're going to do iron ingots. Now we got third smelter on. Now, what have we got? Advanced metalworking. Enables combining metal parts using a workbench. Let me see what this is all about. Used to assemble individual pieces into finished items. I mean, okay. That unlocks... Oh, okay. We've got loads now. Wooden hammer, sickle, pickaxe, short hoe. Let's go for the pickaxe. So, we can change one of you. Pickaxe is going to need a rack, actually, isn't it? The tool, probably. Get one of these nice new weapon racks. And that one is going to have the pickaxe. We're not actually making pickaxe yet, but that's okay. I think I might need to assign someone to the crafting, though, under this. Craft for racks, that's okay. Pickaxe. I think they'll just make it if we need it, right? Let's see if someone moves on to it. Pickaxe can already be leveled up too. That's great. We'll get that going because we don't want to be making low quality ones, right? And we finished a job. There we go. Loads more points. Good stuff. Might hold fire on those. Let's get this leveled up again. And there we go. Already up to rare. Yep, so it looks like one of our blacksmiths is going to make the pickaxe. That's cool. We'll leave them to it. It won't be 100% efficient, but that's absolutely fine. And day's end. We are in a mega surplus every single day, man. It's so good. I'm happy that we are making the pickaxes. I see some of them in. Look at them. Beauties. And they're of okay quality too. And they're worth quite a lot of money. So 137 a pop. So yeah, 137 a pop. Not bad at all. But we've got things to do, so let's keep moving. Now, the third smelter here has worked. Oh, got to do that. Get these moved over. There we go. We're in position. I was thinking even more efficient, you'd have the wood over here. The smelters coming on kind of in line with this to get to here. Then we'd move the wooden logs this way. Now, just watching the shop for a bit. There's a lot of money coming in, man. The queue is permanent for the day. Look at this. Just ticking up like you wouldn't believe. So it'd be good to look at the stats. I didn't show you this before, so if you click shop, you can kind of see. And the items that used for merchants and then sold in shop, it does show you. And your resources, so you can kind of see how it's making. Now, item sales, look, there you go. 1,148 for the day already. It's not bad. And there we go. There are more merchant offers to choose from. That's actually a big deal because it means we can get more blueprints. And the blueprints are coming in a little bit now, which is really nice. So, not bad at all. Let's take a look. So, oh, I did get this one on as well. So, oh yeah, loads. Let's grab that as well. All the blueprint ones we're going for. And as we know, we still have the ability to get short hoe, sickle, and wooden hammer. So, we'll be able to grab 2 of those. And let's complete for the new picture as well. I can also get another one, but I'm going to work with just these 4. But I will get this picture in. I do like to get them as soon as I unlock them. We need to probably get some lights up in here as well. And look at these ingots now with 3 of them. We actually can't keep up here, so I'm going to have to make the ores. I'm going to hire. I've got enough bench space. I actually want enough of each. I think I can afford a lumberjack from what I just saw. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, you're good. Let's get you in. Leave them doing a bit of everything. And then in the mine, we're going to need to get another space for them to rest. Let's just chuck one of those in. And then we're going to get a new miner. And there we go. XP plus 10 more stamina. You'll do. Perfect. So I think that will give us that little bit extra to come in for the day. They're nice and easy to set up too. And a big 8.5k for the day. 54,000 we are on. Let's get cracking. It's bugging me that I don't have these lights all the way around, so I'm going to go ahead and get them now. There we go. Got the lamps all the way around. Let's see what the merchants have today as well. Loads. Okay, we're going to grab that blueprint one, so that's the last one we need. And then all the other 3 blueprints we can unlock. We can have them stored, because it does cache them, but I think for now that's what we need. And there's going to be, that's a hell of a lot of stuff to make, but this bow's almost done at least. And there we go. So we'll get a nice basic one. There's pickaxes there. It's worth a lot of money, but I'm going to leave those. Let's keep the blueprint unlocks coming. Let's go for the wooden hammer, which I believe is going to be another tool. And looks like our cashier is also leveled up. So we will try and earn more coin. And we're going to get in another rack, which honestly is going to be for this. I'm going to go for another one of these. And I think this is going to be the wooden hammer. Attract at least 100 customers per day to your shop. That is a big deal. Wooden hammers, we're going to want to level up straight away. We don't want them being junk. Oh, and our first negative in such a while. Big purchases, though. We were topping up resources as well because we're not able to mine as much. But today should be much better. So if I hover down here, we'll see the collection is much higher. Now, wood, there's something going on over here. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, so do you need to kind of move it over, I guess? Because we have felled all of these trees. Holy crap. What does that mean for all of these, though? Because the logs are everywhere. So do they just pile them up here? We don't have enough people chopping. I might need another chopping block. Let's get another one. That might be it. It is. Okay, all along it's because we can only have one person chopping at a time. I'm an idiot. And what do we have? Enables hiring of more skilled workers. Nice. We're almost onto a copper mine as well. I didn't quite realize how crazy they were going to be able to chop down. So we might need another one of these guys. But we'd have to get down one of these. Get these two resting spots over here. Is that pretty much where they sleep? I think so. Honestly, I might get someone who does 2 less hits for chopping. And you. Dominic, let's get you. I mean, maybe chop wood. Maybe not cut trees. There we go. So we'll leave these guys just kind of chopping this wood here. I might get one more. It looks like we've unlocked that next blueprint now. I'm going to leave these guys and maybe get in a third chopping block. Because why not? Okay, so let's go for the short hoe. And we've upgraded it already. So we're going to want to go back now. But let's deal with these level ups first. Not like I can do here. So we'll just say all skills equally. And then we'll go back to the shop. So that should be a lot of woodworking done now. So there'll be a lot more coming in. And we're going to need to get down another one. So go for yet another more of... Well, we could try something different. Kind of like that rack, though. It's kind of nice. And I want to just move it around. So we'll just get another one there. And this one is for the hoe. There we go. And I'll rearrange this at a later date. At the moment, it's about just getting them all in. Nice completion there. So we've got more that we can unlock. I'm kind of keen for some more wall paint, if I'm honest. That's going to take some doing. Okay, there's a green one there. Let's go for that. And then we need some woodworking ones. I might grab it in. It'll be slow and steady, but we'll get them working on it. And then I'm going to keep getting this hoe upgraded. Lovely. Everything's back to where it is. You'll see how many we've got up to epic already. We've got gather 1,000 oak. Nice. Alright, now I think about it, I'm going to get a second craft bench just in here. Just in case, because to complete these contracts, the slightly harder ones, we're going to need them, right? It doesn't hurt to get them down now. And then when this day finishes, which is about to, I'm going to rearrange all of this. We'll just wait for our last customers to go. Although we have had an unlock first. So, unlock the copper mine. Wow. Alright, there's the achievement for it. We need a new mine. Holy crap, man. So we can start getting copper, which is going to be a load of new tools. I might have to wait because it is quite overwhelming. A very good surplus though. 7,000 for the day as well. Alright, just moving them all. It's got a nice big open space. That'll do. It just doesn't look as cluttered. I might move this guy over, get one more of them in. So I'll have these by the door. Let's move this over. So just clearing out the space pretty much over by the till. So I'm going to get one more in. And I'll probably just move them over actually. There we go. We'll have... Is that right? Yeah, that looks good. Have a little entrance point. Bit of weapons. It looks pretty cool, right? Let's end the day. We're over 60k, man, for the end of the day there. And look at that wood now. Holy crap. So we're going to have to work on the iron mine. I also need to move a few benches around. It's okay, just... I'm honestly tempted just to chuck a few in. Why not, right? So we don't need to worry about it. I'm going to get some new miners in. And these are going to be for copper. So we'll grab you. And we'll grab you. So we've got 2 of them. And we're going to switch you guys over to the copper mine. I might need to go across to it, though, and put in the tools, right? No, they seem to have some stuff. I know that you need to get one of these in. Decrease the health points of each. So let's get that over there. 10k that is, by the way. But it helps. And let's light up this area. You don't want to be working in the dark. There we go. Perfect. So we should have some copper coming in now, which we can see. Oh, man. And that should count for the ores. So we're now going to be able to make copper ores over here, right? There's got to be a copper storage. I don't think we've unlocked it yet. Ingots. Oh, it just says ingot. So if we get another one, which I'm okay with. Man, these are taking forever. We haven't even started one of those. I've got these two almost done though, which is great. This one will be done momentarily, I think. And then I probably will slow it down. Now this one needs to be changed to copper ore. So I'll probably just have one of each. Have this back wall, maybe like that. I don't know. Once we've got things unlocked, we can get it moving again. I'm still not happy with this. It's pretty efficient, but... And there we go. Another negative, finally. Let's check the shop numbers again. So, what do we get? 4,000 in item sales. We're definitely doing pretty well on that. And I just want to give you a quick show of where the blueprints are at. So, we're very close to having them all up to epic, which is great. We're going to hit legendary pretty quick, but all the new items are going to take ages. That is officially 30 days. Let's do it. Right, look at that wood. Holy crap. So, we've got the copper in now. I'm going to have to figure out a way in how I want to do this. But I think once I get the basement, I'm going to have the smelting downstairs. I think that might be the play. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to come up with some nice design for it. And we've got the drinks crate. Unlocks a drink crate for miners and lumberjacks, increasing their maximum stamina. So we're going to go into the mines and put one of these in. So we're going to give each of them a drinking crate because they fancy the booze. I feel like it's not very light down here. There you go, lads. How's that? And then we'll get across to the copper mine. We'll give them a drinking crate as well. We might get a third person in here. Also get another torch just there. And here's your drinking crate, lads. You can have it next to your seated area. What does that look like? Oh, just booze, you know, as you do. Let's hire one more miner in here then. And this one is great. So you're going to be assigned to the copper mine. Boom. We'll have 3 in there now as well, getting that. And another level up. Let's get the goblet going. And back up we go. I'm not going to put it in the lumberjack yet because we have more than enough wood coming in, as you can see. So that stays permanently topped up. I'm wondering how we smelt the copper. And there we go. Big minus, but we did quite a lot of salaries and purchases today. So pretty good. We spent 10 grand on those two together. Now I'm going to zoom through this next day. Look at this stock up now of wood. Just incredible. And we're going to work on what we can get going. Now, main thing, I probably need another woodworking contract as well. So that's what I'm going to go for. And not a harder one. This one's good because there's a low chance of something rare. So we're going to try that. And here we go. Cauldron. Increase maximum stamina for these guys again. Do I wait? Enable smelting steel, bronze, sterling, silver, and medium gold ingots. I kind of want this. Yeah, I'm going to wait. I think... mine 1,000 iron. Lovely. Actually, let's just get the cauldron. It's fine. I'm not in a rush to get this yet. And let's give them their cauldron as well. Max stamina. There you go, lads. And there we go. Blueprint done. Wonderful. So we can get one more metal one here. Pickaxe has that as well. I don't think I want to grab that yet. So shall we hold on? Yeah, let's let them finish these that we have. And they are doing the pickaxes. I'm quite happy. So we've only got 6 in there so far, but they are doing them. So I'm just going to leave these to finish. That one's about to finish anyway. And that's going to give us 10 epic. Nice. Get that one knocked off the list. And then let's go in here. So this is the new print. Oh, there's the copper goblet. Okay, let's go for that. Oh, baby. Let's get that upgraded straight away. And we are going to set a new one with the copper goblet. Actually quite exciting. So we're going to have... I think I'm going to wall this off as a little staff room back here. So let's bring this up a little bit. And let's get the copper goblet on here. And let's leave them to it. There we go. I think that's sensible. Might wall it off. Bit of a staff room. Upstairs, I'm not sure yet. That could end up being it. I do want probably this to be the store. But it might end up needing the whole thing anyway. And again, we'll need more caches. At the moment, he's doing really well on his own. So... And look at that. We got a whole rack of copper, which is fantastic. And a nearly 10k day. Fantastic. Well, things are going swimmingly on this fine 33rd day. Now, I've been thinking, like, what am I going to do with this space? You know, I'm happy with this. I might get a fourth one in a moment. And I think I want to go pretty heavy into the copper mine. But I've been thinking I might move one of these upstairs or have the store upstairs. I'm not sure. Ideally, we want probably a full wood section and a full blacksmithing section downstairs, and then maybe the shop upstairs. Because it just seems a bit weird having woodworking and ironworking on the above, you know? But maybe we do that. And here we go. We've got enable smelting steel, bronze, sterling, silver, and metal, or we can get the silver mine. Medium gold ingot, sorry. I think I'm going to go with this one. I don't think I'm quite ready for the silver mine. What I need to do is have a quick look at what this one's all about. Convert small ingots into alloy and medium ingots. So we need one of these in order to kind of go to the next thing, which requires another assistant. Gonna just waste money until we find a good one. There we go. Perfect. You cost me an absolute fortune. You're going to craft ingots, but you're going to make bronze. So we're going to attempt to make bronze ingots. However, we're going to need a storage space. So I think the shop does need to go upstairs. And this is going to be bronze ingots. Beautiful. So we'll probably want 2 iron, 2 copper, 1 bronze, and that'll be the ratio. Because at the moment we've got 2 iron and only 1 copper, so probably need 1 more copper. That's fine, we'll see. At the moment we're only making copper goblets anyway. And another blueprint. Let's go with the ladle. And we smelted our first bronze ingots. Look at that. Which, by the way, is going to unlock some serious blueprints, and we can complete that one. I'm going to leave that. That's going to take forever, so I think we're going to get another one. Oh, these give copper out. Let's go for that axe one there. And then we'll have a look, because now we've unlocked some serious blueprints that we can go for. So we're going to want to go down this route. So when they come up on the missions, we're going to get it. Loads of cooking pans, spiked mace, wooden spear, sturdy shield. And sell 1,000 items in the shop achievement. Seasoned seller. Beautiful. I've just noticed with the copper ingot, it actually takes a little bit longer. So they're not going down too quickly. So that's really good. Got a little assistant level up. We've got one in there, one in there. All looking good. And day's end is still a surplus, but I've got the long-awaited moval now. So what you're going to see in just a moment is we're going to have a separated metal smelting, separated wood smelting, and then the shop upstairs. All right, it was pretty mega to get it all up. So upstairs doesn't look that great, but we've opened it out. I'm just going to change the floor. Now you're here, so you get to see it all. What should we go with? I mean, we've got some very peculiar floors we can run with, but I'll show you the store in a moment. We're going to paint all of it in this for a sec. And so we've got smelting in this little corner. We've got the blacksmiths here. I haven't added any in yet. And then we've got the, blacksmiths there. We've got woodworking over here, and I've separated out 3 benches and then a bit of crafting over here. Not sure if I want to keep it like this. And then I've got this little separated bit, and the stairs go all the way into the store. So we've got our shop front just over here, which he will move. I'm going to start the day so we can crack on. I haven't moved these yet. And this is all just going to be spaced out as it is for now. There's a lot of travel time, so we're going to need more assistance to kind of get this done. But as far as I'm aware, this is what we're going to work with. And we've got some pretty good iron, so I just need to up the copper amounts now as well. We should get a good production chain going. And we should have people coming in. Shouldn't be a problem. But as I say, there'll just be more travel time, right, if anything. But there should be plenty of people coming. And they should never go into the workshop, which is nice. I am going to change this floor, though. And then upstairs can stay as that. And decorating will look better eventually, but this is kind of what we're working with. Looks like we've completed. Come on, fingers crossed. Nope. 3,800. That is rubbish. We've got one more woodworking one, although there is that one, so I'm going to take that. And there we go. We are into hiring discounts. Up to 1,000 coins cheaper to hire new workers. We'll take it. All right, well into day 35 here. Just collecting money and just trying to do these resources, really. Keeping a close eye on what might be overloading here. This one chest, they go to this one a lot more. So we do need to keep an eye on that. But actually, I've noticed that it's just down to what they're picking up for these jobs, so it's not too big a deal. We're going to complete that one, though. We'll definitely take that copper. There is another chest one here. We haven't quite unlocked that one. There is different decorations we can grab. Let's go. Well, let's double check. Complete that one as well. So we're now down to just these 2. That one's going to take ages anyway. So let's go for one of the others here. Maybe that one. And then we'll get a woodworking one if there is one. which there isn't, so I am going to wait. Now, it looks like, yeah, as you can see, we're out of copper then. So we want another assistant who can come on in and do that. Looks like we've got David here. Although we want movement speed. He does have the movement speed. You're going to be doing crafting ingots, and you're going to do copper. So we're going to need another smelter, and we've also got the bludgeon. Lovely. Look at that. We've only got 3 more now that aren't of epic quality. There we go. I've moved this around so iron is closer, copper's here, then the bronze is here. So hopefully that extra 1 person smelting should be able to get us going a bit quicker on this. So the shop seems to be working pretty well. No problems at all, even with just the 1 shopkeeper. I know that we don't have much yet, but what I might want to do is lay these out, but I'm not being too hasty with what I buy because I want to get the nicer racks, you know. Although you can directly upgrade from the rack, so it won't matter too much. I'm just thinking if there's something else we want to do with this. Not sure yet. And there we go. Nice 8k for the day as well. Yesterday was a minus 3,000, but we spent a lot. We're making a lot on merchant offers. Item sales is slowly creeping up, but it's never going to go above until we get more customers in, right? For the end of the next day, I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually going to get 2 more research benches. And we're going to pick 2 more that are good at research. So we don't want any with this, essentially. This one's not bad. Boom. So we'll go up to 5 researching. I think that's going to help massively. And it looks like we are getting the copper mine doing a bit more now as well, which is really good. And I might eventually separate these out. Actually, we'll have a weapons room and then another room as well. I'm not sure. I'm going to work on getting this absolutely flying. So 610 per day should be a couple of upgrades. And it looks like we have enough for the silver mine if we want to go that route. I am not going to unlock it yet, guys. I'm not ready for it. I don't want to do it just yet. Looks like we can get our thingy up. Craft 5,000 items. We can also get one of these upgrades done. I'm actually hoping to get this one done first. I'm going to wait for the 480. Actually, pickaxes. These first. So all of these items I want to get upgraded as we get enough in. But I can get my certain ones up to legendary now already, which is pretty amazing. Right, we can get the racks 3, so I'll go with that unlock, and then that means we can get into the basement, baby. All of this smelting is going to occur in the basement, so we'll have maybe the stairs down here going underneath. And you know what? We can get these upgraded, so if we just click this button here, we can upgrade them. Once or twice, we can go really up there to the nice ones, and that does increase the amount of customers as well. There we go. Look, we got all these little iron racks now. I actually am looking. I think we need to get more people crafting on this as well. So that might be something we need to look at. We got a nice little cashier level up. He's good. He's doing a really good job anyway. So I think that might be what we do. So let's have a quick look. Let's get these moved across. I'm going to get 1 more of these in ready. Don't need them yet, but I'm going to have to move that. Put that upstairs. Put you upstairs. And we'll get you in there. Then we'll need another anvil. I'm just going to match 1-to-1 on those for now. And then we're going to want another person smelting for the racks, I think. So you're going to smelt for the racks here. And we're going to go metal first. They should come and do some of the weapons now. We'll get 1 extra person on that. So I do believe that gives us... How many have we got going? Crafting for racks 6. So they should be able to really keep up with that now. All right, another blueprint upgrade. Let's get that short hoe up. So it's just the copper goblet that isn't epic now. And for each one we upgrade, we are going to need to upgrade it again on those settings as well, but that's fine. I am thinking, looks like mostly the crafting happens for the traders here, so minus 7,000 though, a lot happened. But yeah, we just want to get some of these out of the way. I might let them all craft for the shops. I just need to maybe get more in. We'll see at the moment. It takes a lot of effort to get these going, so I actually think we could get in a couple more blacksmiths. And I might just get them. So one's like him, he can do both. Right, and then we want 1 more blacksmith that can do both. And we did pop an achievement there. There we go. We'll have those guys just crafting for these. You know what? I might have 1 more. You're going to be for the racks. And then let's crack in. Day 37. As you can see, our resources still ticking up really nicely on the wood. And the other ores, they're okay. I need to slow down. I'll get obviously on the bronze one. I could just delete that for a minute. And then re-put it in. I don't know if you have the ability to kind of like pause it. I can pack it away, right? Let's do that. Let's get rid of it once the prop is done. So I'm going to pack this away so we can get our copper back up. So you don't lose it. It's just packed away into my inventory. And then that assistant could just sit down for a bit. Also going to stack up a few of these. So what we want is the assistant to come and fill all of these up. Because he's just sitting down. So we may as well get it in from the warehouse and just fill all of it. I could probably do the same with these. Probably get like 2 of each. But once I have the basement, I can do that, right? And we finally completed one. Lovely. A nice new floor type as well. I'm not going to get anything else in. I am going to leave that. But we will check out the floor. It's this one, right? Should we have a look? Looks very similar to that one, but not quite the same. I actually really like that flooring. And here we go. Let's get our first legendary, or do I wait for the copper goblet? Actually, no, I'm going to wait for 480. I'll get ahead of myself. I'm actually up to 730 per day now. So I might even get more. We get constant level ups on these guys, which is awesome. And here we go. The copper goblet is now up to legendary, epic, sorry. And then the next upgrades are going to be to legendary until we unlock a blueprint, which we're almost there. And day's end. Just a bit of profit, but nothing spectacular. Come on, you lot, let's get stuck in. There we go. The numbers looking much better from the mine for the day now, which is fantastic. So all of the ingots looking really good here. So hopefully today we're going to keep an eye on this shop floor to make sure it's getting topped up, because everything is absolutely empty apart from these. There's 1 or 2 items, so we just want to make sure that's happening. And I think it may well be down to our assistants. Let me just double check the assistants here. Make sure restock raw resources, craft ingots, transfer items. So at the moment we've only got 1 person stocking the shop floor, so actually that could be the problem right here. So let's get that looked at. And there we go. And climbing stairs, even better. So you're going to be switched to stocking the shop. Perfect. So I want to look at some of these. If there's a bow on here, I'm going to take it. And there is. Just double check if there's another one. Although this one's better because you can get a blueprint. So we'll do that. It's woodworking. And worth mentioning here is the basement. Beautiful. That is the achievement for unlocking the basement. We are flying here. We need to decide how we're going to do this. So we can officially go down under. Problem here is we need to make sure we have positioning for this. So let's get these shuffled about a bit. So how are we going to do this? Firstly, we're going to grab you. You're going to go downstairs. You're going to go downstairs. And that should give us enough room to do the stairs here. Although we'll go with the spiral because it takes way less room. We can have that right by the door, hopefully. Oh, that looks horrible. There we go. We'll move that over. So we've got stairs going down to the basement, which is going to be where they stock up from. We're going to have to slowly move these down. And now they're there, I should be all right to get them down. This is how we're going to do it. So we'll have the raw resources in the middle, these smelters inside. And then we'll keep these up top for now. But what you can do with an assistant, let me just grab one a second. So restart crafting, it's transfers. You can hire them to transfer from one to the other. So what you'd have is these guys down here. So over here would be these. We'll have iron, bronze, and copper. And then from here you'd take one assistant, but you'd hire one. Ideal in movement speed, that will do. You're going to be switched to transfer ingots, and then you'll need to edit the source and destination. So we'll go you. So that guy will transfer from one to the other. We'll need a assistant for each. And there we go. We've set up 3 now that will smelt from one to the other. So these guys will put to the nearest one, and then those guys will transfer from downstairs, upstairs to here. So these guys can then work on it. It's really good. This is going to be really efficient. And then I can do the same for the other stuff. So we've got from the ores from there into here. Then from here, they smelt into here. And then from here, they bring it upstairs to these ones. So a whole big extra step that they need to do. And here we go. We've got more coming in for the legendary. Look at that. And wooden screws are created a lot, so we should see a lot more of these. We've got 3rd floor, smelting 3, the fire pit. We're almost to trade routes, which is what I want to get to. Now we can unlock the silver mine still. Once again, I'm going to hold on. We've completed the wooden scoops, so I'm not going to get another one for that. Does look like we can now get an elite worker though. So all workers move 10% faster, Bonus to the customers from decorations is 25% higher. All assistants walk at the same speed while carrying. We've already got that trait, so this 10% faster would be huge. And we're going to have you working on, looks like, research. And the day ended. A slight minus, that is okay. I'm going to get in a 6th research bench, and this one is going to be doing just that. I might separate this off as a little research room, and then maybe benches. I don't know. As we said then, this one, you're going to be put to the task of designing. So that all workers 10% is a big buff. And here we go, our first blueprint from the juicy ones that we have. Let's decide. Well, there's not too much we can actually grab here, is there? Unless we go down these. We can still grab the sickle, but there's nothing of bronze that we can get here. So let's grab the sickle, get that upgraded, and then in here, steel ingots. We aren't quite making those yet. So upstairs, we should be able to get the sickle on one of these. I think we have multiple of these. Ah, where does the sickle go? So it goes in the weapon / other one. Get one of these in, and this is going to be our sickle. Slowly but surely, it will build out. And day 39, a nice big buff there. Look at that, nearly 9k in sales. So we're definitely we must have stuff up there because they're selling as quick as they can. So things transferring nicely up there. And I did notice that we will need to try and get hold of the smelting of new ingredients. If we come into our assistant that is crafting ingots, if we go into Lucia here, we can, in fact, change it to steel. I didn't even notice. So we're going to want some steel ingots. We're going to unlock the next one. But before I do this, I want to make sure we're getting more of these. So we can try it. So Lucia, you're going to do some steel ingots. I'm going to come down and we're going to replace this one. I'm going to put you over this side. And we're going to get down another storage. And this one is going to be for steel ingots. And then upstairs, we're going to need another one as well. So be methodical with it. So we've got steel, steel, all good. And then we're going to need an assistant. And a bench. And this assistant, there we go, that's pretty good. You're going to be transferring. And this one's going to be from here to here. And we've got that one. So we'll start the next day. We should start to see some of those crafted. So I'm actually tempted to get in 2 more of these, like so. And we're going to get another 2 assistants crafting ingots. And it doesn't quite matter really which ones. We just need movement speed. And we get 1 doing iron. Get 2 doing iron. I'm not quite sure what's involved in the steel. I think it's... I'm actually not sure. Let's have a look. There it is. Smelt your first steel ingot. I have a feeling it's the bronze ingot plus the other one. Well, no, because it's on 119, right? Let's see what she comes and grabs. And we got another blueprint. I need to unlock a few more, so we're going to grab the new floor type. And let's go with those guys there. Maybe another wooden one. Clubs. All right, new blueprint then. So we can officially do some shields. And I'm going to actually unlock the shield and get it upgraded. So we're going to pause it up. The shield is going to be all part of the fun. All right, so look at those little beauties there. I've put in 2 of the most upgraded ones. We're going to hold some shields up top in that corner. So hopefully we'll see some crafting occur. I'm not sure what's involved in the shields, but we do have at least this. I love it, man. I love the automation. It is so cool. My little ants. And yet those extra people working in here means our shop is stocked now. Looking really good, actually. The queue times are getting pretty long, though. We're going to lose someone there. So I probably need to get on this. We've got lots of people failing to buy. So let's pause it up. And let's get another person selling. So we're going to get another cashier. Let's get another one this end. Just to free it up a bit. So let's see if we can get a good one. Here we go. So we've got lower wage plus 1% more customers. You'll do. And then we'll have you kind of working with us as well to help with some of this load. Don't know how much money we just lost from these guys, but that should help. Go queue over there, guys. There's a till number 2 open. Thank you. Oh, cut down an entire forest. No way. Let's go have a look. We appear to have... Oh, what am I supposed to do now? Get these guys chopping wood, I guess. So, I mean, let's go into our lumberjack. Let's get them all making sure they're doing everything then. It looks like we could probably get another stump in. Let's do that. And then lots of carry. We've got another upgrade, so that is officially 4 legendary items now. we have... Yeah, nice. Now, they all seem to still be queuing on this guy, so I think I need to move this one over. Although the wait times aren't bad. And a cool 12k for the day. Oh my god, man. Look at that. 11,000 in item sales, 18,000 in merchant sales. So we've got these going at the moment. Let's just crack straight in. Loads of wood anyway, so I'm not concerned. Just working on these three. I could grab new ones. So we've got new floor types, some copper. This one's pretty good. I do... That is incredible. We don't have them all yet. I might get the ladle one for a new blueprint. And another blueprint. Let's get that sickle done to legendary or rare, whatever it is. Craft your first shield. Yes. Come on, put it in. Look at that. So they can only hold 2 anyway, so you need multiple of these. That looks awesome, man. Oh, a shield. And we've completed the clubs as well. So this is all metalworking. Let's look for another woodwork one. A very good one there, actually, because we get a new floor type with that as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get this silver mine unlocked. And then the fire pit unlocks fire pit for miners. So let's pause it up. This is a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and give them the pit thing first. There you go, guys. Have a nice fire pit. Just going to move that one over. Let's get the booze over there. Let's get the fire pit in the middle. And then over in the mines, I've also got a lovely, lovely fire pit for you guys. Huge stamina regeneration rate, which is going to be a big deal over here. And then we're going to hire up 3 new miners. And they are off to the silver mine. We might need some more in eventually. Let's get you leveled up as well. And we'll go over to the silver mine. And we're going to get in the goodies for these guys as well. So we'll start. And let's give them the pickaxes. Fire pit. Oh my goodness. Look at our money. Got to be really careful here. We can actually have 4 straight away over here, so I might get another one. There we go. And you're going to be in the silver mine, and then we'll need to set up, not enough space. We're going to need to set up the area for them into the silver mine, and we'll break these guys down. And then it's time for us to come down to the basement, and we are going to get silver ores in one of these crates. So let's get you in here. And then we've got gold ore as our other one. So silver is going to allow us to get jewelry, which means we're going to need more of these. So let's get another one. That's going to be our silver ingot. We'll start with the basics, not the sterling. And then we'll need 1 smelter. Yeah, doesn't need the large ones. And then we'll need another assistant who is going to be crafting ingots. And you're going to do silver. So once the silver's in, you're going to craft that bad boy up. Oh my god, man, it's crazy. And then we'll need a silver ingot tray up here. Like so. And then we'll need an assistant that is going to carry. I've got to be careful of my money here. I'm getting pretty crazy with it. You're going to be transferring from this one up to this one. Perfect. So we've got our production chain for silver in line. This is crazy, man. And let's get our shield upgraded. So we really do need to start making some money now. Looks like we're about to finish this one, though, which is really good. I think that's going to bring in some good coin. And there it is. Boom. Brand new floor type as well. We needed that money, actually, for our wages. Should we have a quick look at the floor? Quite a big fan of the boards, actually. I might change upstairs. Look at that. Minus 47,000. Wow. So our hiring's 14k, but we earn 26k. Okay, so wages is the big one. I have noticed, though, we've got to be careful because the iron ingots themselves are getting lower. So we might need to get more and more people smashing them nodes. And there you go. Smelt my first silver ingot. Should see that. There it is. So if we come into blueprints now, we're going to have, yeah, look at that. Silver bracelet, silver mace, and more. Oh, I need to unlock these. I need the blueprints. Very, very tempted to... Actually, the store's bringing in some pretty good money. So I'm wondering if I get a new one over here. Crafting for the shop. Now, 3, 6, 7. There's 8, though. I think that's enough. We just let them do their thing. All right, let's get another legendary going. Look at this. We have 5 legendary items now. Probably want to save for the sturdy shield, actually. 1,080 to get that one up to epic. Now, I'm very much in a position to get in the larger ores and all of that stuff, but I don't want to grab it yet. That will allow us to get trade routes, though, actually, which I think would be a big deal. So let's do that. Now, the large ores is a very big smelter, which not something we want to get in yet. I've noticed tiny bottleneck here with the need to put some of these in. So I'm going to move this out. We're going to put them just on the back of that. And I'm just saving up this blueprint money for the sturdy shield, which is 1,000 or so. And then we're getting some good level ups here, which is good. I'm going to keep those going. And here we go. Should be able to get the shield up. Beautiful. There's a lot of money in those as well if you get into the big boy stuff. I think it's time we grabbed a copper trade one. If we can, that would be perfect. So we've got copper goblets. I'm waiting for it. Because if we look here, we've got stupid amounts of all of them on both racks. So it'd be really good for that. And day 43 is actually in minus. So we didn't finish any missions. That's what we need to make sure we're getting up. So I would say at this point, let's cancel. We'll just wait for that one to finish. There we go. We're good. I would say at this point, it might be worth me also getting in another person smelting. Let's get a fourth one of those. And let's get another one of these. Just getting them in at the moment. I think this seems to be okay, the woodworking side of it. But I want another one crafting for the shop. So we're going to go for one that we can get in. Heat ingots, that's good. 6,000. We don't have any money to actually hire anyone at the moment, so we're just going to have to wait. I'm going to go for the ones that bring in the big bucks at the moment. It does seem to be these maces. They're worth quite a bit of coin. And we can get a new blueprint, so what do we want to go for? I am kind of feeling... Well, I was hoping there might be something for copper. These are the large ingots, though, so we can't do that one. There isn't too much for the smaller copper ingots. Maybe a silver goblet. That's probably a good idea. Probably worth some money. Get that upgraded as well. 720 for the next one. Then upstairs we can get in a new rack or just that. So this one's going to be for the silver goblets. Hopefully we'll get some of that crafting. We have another one completed. I'm going to go for another wooden one. So 2 and 2. And then a few upgrades. And we got mine the 1,000 copper achievement as well. It's all coming in thick and fast. It's pretty crazy. We got plenty of silver to make it work, so things are moving fine down here. So I really need to work on the iron side of things. So let's have a look. We do get a good amount, but we are smelting that much with it. I think it's important that we also grab in some extra iron miners. So let's just grab what we can get in for that. I think we got enough for those guys to just smash in, which is in the iron mine. And then the rest is down to the smelting, which is because this is empty, right? So we need more in the stores. And there we go. 9k. There we go. Big item sales and merchant there, which is good. And here we go. The trade routes. Let's unlock it. The best way to acquire some very special resources is to complete trade routes. When you craft enough items required for a trade, at the beginning of the next day you will receive the offered resources in return for the items. Okay, unlock a trade route. Place a chest near blacksmiths. Assign a blacksmith to craft for trade routes. Wait for items to be crafted. Okay. There'll be a trade route crate. We'll pop that over here. Then we'll need a blacksmith for the trade route. So let's get a new one in. And looks like you're good. So trade route, no preference on crafting. And then we should be able to open the map. And we have officially found. So gem, gold, birch woods, and home. Okay, let's try the clay pit. So you need to craft pans for that one. We could do the copper goblet. That's actually a good idea. We could start these, but 60,000 for that trade route. Holy crap. All right, I don't think we're doing any trade anytime soon. So we'll move you off. Let's get you crafting for the racks as well. All right, we can unlock a new blueprint. I wanted the royal shield actually, but it's the only one for the large copper ingots. But in fact, we need the large other one as well. So not too much we can do here. I think we can keep going down this route. And I think I might go for the mall. A wide cooking pan would mean we could do the trade actually. Go for a wide cooking pan. And that does mean we can unlock the clay pit. There you go. 10,000 to unlock. Don't know if I want to do that yet. That is a cool idea, but right now I genuinely want to focus on the shop. So we're now going to be able to get the pans in the store, which utensils. Okay, we're going to want a shelving unit really. I think I'll change this one to wide cooking pan. And there we go. We've got the silver goblets here. I think we need to crack on with this. That is a huge money maker right there. So let's choose that one, because that's not going to use iron either. So we want a bit of a mixture of all the items here. If there's bronze ones, which there is as well, we're going to grab that. So that is perfect. So we've got a bit of different smelting going on. We can actually use some of our copper ingots here too. So a few days have passed. Well, 2 or 3 have passed. As you can see, we're back up to 53,000. Didn't take long. And we're just doing some silver and copper work over here. Things are looking really good. So downstairs, everything's smelting as we would expect. Things are looking nice in the mine, so things topping up really, really well. We need more in the iron mine. So at the moment, we have a total of 6 here. I'm actually going to turn this up. So we're going to get another one of these. Doesn't matter where they are, really. And we're going to hire in some more miners. And these are all going to be for the... What's it called? They're all going to be for iron. And I'm going to set them all on equally because... all we want is the iron to keep coming in. That's absolutely fine. And then we should get a really good amount from those. Let me just show you the storehouse. Copper, pretty crazy now. I see that wood is disappearing pretty quick though. So it might be worth us just double checking that we can get someone in. We can get one more lumberjack for now. Let's do it. Now over here we can get the pine forest and the 3rd floor. I'm going to go ahead and unlock the 3rd floor because it's naturally the right position to go. We're actually pretty close to unlocking most things. I'm gearing up for a pretty good 100 days here. Now we have officially got another floor. So just to make it a little bit easier, let's put down some flooring. That means we can see exactly what we're doing, right? So I'll get that one set up as well. I think we'll split this out still. And then I'll keep the shop on the 2nd floor. Not sure how I want to do this. This still needs to be the workshop, but these guys can move. Now, there's still currently plenty of wiggle room to fit workers in this workshop area here anyway, and it's still not visible to customers, so we're all good. And as we've been going through, trying to get these up to legendary as well, so all looking good. We've got the silver goblet, we've got that wide cooking pan, all up to epic. And they are coming in. I've got extra people. Look, the shop is looking fantastic, so we've got items everywhere. Albeit needs to be a little bit quicker, but that's okay. Main thing is we're making a lot of money from it. Now, ready for the morning, I'm going to get more people in to the wood camp here. There's plenty of logs still. I don't know what happens after the fact. When we've done all the wood, what happens next, you know? So I'm not too sure. It doesn't really say that they can, I don't know, get more in, you know? Grab you in. And we'll see where we're at. I don't know whether trade routes will mean that's why you need to go out to the forest, maybe? I did see birch woods, but I reckon that's a separate type of wood. It is. I'm not too sure. A little bit of a negative. We didn't finish any things, but we did sell over 14k in items, so looking pretty damn solid. Now, I want you to get a look and feel for the rate in which they do stuff here. So the initial bit is they're all grabbing ores, but if we look at them here, absolute crazy production chain going. I think maybe one more would be good. And then woodworking, there'll be more anyway. I think I'm going to move these over. So we'll keep that safe for storage, but the crafting's going to go in the middle. And then we'll get in another storage here. And we'll get in a 3rd crafting. So 3rd bench for that. In the middle. So when they need to, they can come in and do that as well. It's close enough to these. We have enough for the hiring discount, which is good. Definitely want that. Wow, there's a 4th and a 5th floor. Now, one more for our silver. This is big money. Big money coming in right now. 49,500. Holy crap. That is a big 113k. Holy crap. It's probably time that we unlock that trade route. With that money, I'm going to spend it. So clay pit level 1 is 30 wide cooking pans for that one. So there's our clay route. Now what? We can upgrade it? We can. We can upgrade it twice. So I'm not going to do it again. We'll stick to the route 2. And then blacksmiths, I honestly think I'll hire another one for this. So we'll have one specific person. What is that? Works with clay slower. It's because we've unlocked it now. Let's get a refresh. Let's try and find someone pretty good. There we go. It works with clay 20% faster. Although you're our trade route one, so you're going to be making pans, right? So it's going to be processing ingots. This one's fine. He's never going to touch stairs, so let's grab you. And you're going to work with trade routes. And there's no preference. So we've got one for trade routes, and we'll slowly get in some clay. I think that's the way to do it. But here we go, the official 50 days mark. Let's choose one that might get us an unlock here. There we go. Let's get you going, because we do need these blueprints. And then we're going to need, okay, the clay storage. Let's get this downstairs. So let's just start a clay storage over here. Well, I did get the pop-up for mining 1,000 silver. Had a bit of a crash, but I'm back in. And we've got everything back to where we were. And we now have a blueprint we can both unlock and also upgrade these. So copper goblet. And then we've got to pick one, which we did go with the bronze sword. So we'll get that back in. And minus 30 for the day. Do not worry. We're just redoing where we're at. So we're going to get in the round storage that we did have previously. Put them in randomly. These are going to be for the bronze sword. And honestly, I'm just going to go crazy and start hiring up everyone. We just need a bunch. Alright, we've got another one finished for another blueprint. And I'm only exclusively going for ones with blueprints now. I think it's important that we get them all unlocked. And then we'll only be unlocking ones we can. So I need to go ahead and get all of these larger ingots set up and things like that as well. Is there anything else we can do? We can do the knight's sword. Oh, there's loads down here. Let's get the common sword as well. Let's get that upgraded. And I'll come back up and we can go ahead and stick the common sword in there, because we already have a bronze sword in, or two. They are flying. So overall, things looking really good actually. And I'm just going to move all this around. So I think the idea is we'll have a couple of rows of these. I'll probably change them to face the other way, and then we'll get loads of these out. I don't mind this bit, but I'm not happy with the rest. We do have our first lot of pine, by the way, in here as well, but there's no need for it to be transferred over yet. We're just going to be filling the warehouse with those guys. We can also get pottery and the 4th floor. We'll get the 4th floor for now. Honestly, if I've got more room, I'm going to get the blacksmiths going again. So let's see. Going to need some more benches. It's not... So it's taking all of everything I've got to continue on with these, but I do have to hire up loads. There we go. That should be more than enough for what we need. And we're going to go ahead. I'm literally hiring everything I see. All right. So whether they're good or bad, they are going to all be doing whatever they fancy to get all these done. So when they're spare, they're going to go into here. And common sword can get leveled up now. I'm going to focus on getting both of these leveled up, to be fair. And then the next day I'll decide. So minus 8,000, that's fine. Let's get stuck straight in. Let's wait until they're finished. Let's start the next day. And let's keep a close eye on the benches just to make sure they start moving. So they should do. Just going to be the assistants. We should have a lot more people working on the better items as well now. And hopefully we can start getting through all of these, unlocking all of the new goodies, which is all the blueprints, as you can see. So it shouldn't take long. So how many have we got stocking the shop? We only have 3 assistants stocking that. So let's get more. Maybe 2 more. So we'll have you doing the shelving and you doing the shelving. The other guys are fine for now doing the other stuff. Okay, let's get in some more smelters then. Can certainly push this a bit more. Just get 4. And yet another finished, and that is another blueprint. So we're going to take the sickle one for the blueprint again. And we are going to go ahead and unlock one now. And look at that, we have our first clay in, so we can get into pottery. It's kind of worrying me though. I'm not ready for that just yet. I'm not sure what that means. But we still have plenty of weaponry we can get into here with the silver stuff. So let's go ahead and get the hatchet. And then let's get upstairs and get something in for the hatchet. There we go. We'll slowly keep filling this out. 30k for the day as well. It really does prove that you can ramp this up. So we don't want to move these guys yet. We still want to keep them going. And honestly, all this is really good. The main thing is the shop is bringing in serious money. We're selling a lot. More than we can actually keep up with, it looks like. Let's crack in. Day 57. How's the warehouse looking? Look at all this pine wood as well. And there's the clay. Oh, so we're already working on the next clay one, aren't we? Yeah, we're doing really well there. And then up here is going to be the little pottery room. Pottery workshop is going to look very ugly. Here we go. So we're going to exclusively hire some new people for this as well. So we've got a pottery wheel, shapes clay into pots, bowls and other ceramics. We've got the painter. And then we've got hardens clay through intense heat. So we're going to need to start this. Well, let's start it close by, and then we'll move it around as and when. It'll be a cute little workshop. So we'll get that kind of set up, and then we'll have a blacksmith ready. Hoping we can get someone who's good at clay. No. There we go. We'll try you. And you are exclusively going to be crafting for merchants on pottery only. Now, you're rubbish at it, but it's fine. We'll leave you to it. So we'll keep that one going. That's hopefully going to bring in some good money anyway. We're going to unlock a pottery. So I'm guessing that's the painting stuff. These sell for a hell of a lot. Like, this is big boy money here. So we're going to get that one in. And in the shop, we're going to need a little pottery section. This is pretty cool. On the shelving. Okay, so we get some nice shelving over here. That way there isn't too much travel time. So we'll start with just you. And you're going to be the golden amphora. And then you're going to do this from the clay. So I need to see what he's going to do. My guess is we need some kind of pot, though, to put it in. That's it. We had the clay storage, right? So we got a clay storage. Let's get that one kind of moved up. And I think the clay storage we'll just have over here. And then we need someone, an assistant, to move that in. Preferably someone who's fast and good up the stairs. There we go. So you're going to do all skills equally, but you're going to restock raw resources, and you're going to do the clay. So you're going to bring the clay in. Your basic clay pot. That's pretty cool, right? And then we'll get in a nice little rack for that as well. We'll just have the clay pot on there. Not sure. So that's going in. That's good. I'm not sure where our guy is. I had exclusively got a blacksmith on crafting. I've got him crafting for merchants. Let's change him to crafting for racks. And then we know the clay is going to be in. That was the problem. Still a surplus as well. Let's smash straight on in. And let's go. Day 58. Now we should see him going upstairs and cracking on with this. A long old trek before he can start work, mind. But there he goes. Beautiful. And so begins our clay work. We'll start shaping up the vase. Look at him. What a legend. Paint it. He's making a gold one. Wow, this is tough work, but it makes a lot of money if they sell. So that's cool. Oh, I got no... what I need to do is get a chest in here. Definitely don't want him traveling too far. Perfect. Craft your first pottery item. Haha. Now, one of the next things I'm going to do is get even more researchers in. So it's very apparent that you want to get these upgraded as quick as possible. So I'm going to get 4 more in. With plenty of money, so we're going to want researchers. Come on. There's one. Peter, you're going to be designing. There we go. So we should be up to some pretty big numbers on this once he gets on the table, which is quite important. And then another blueprint. But first we want to pick another one. So we're going to go with the hatchets. All of this is money. Cannot complain. And then what blueprint do we want now? I honestly think more pottery. It's pretty cool. There's some really good money if we can sell it. I do need to commit though. Let's go long hoe. Keep it simple. And I do need to commit to getting more in on these. And day ends. Little tiny surplus. Nothing too special. I'm going to let these guys finish crafting. I don't know what they're waiting for. There's plenty of tables, guys. Oh, they've got it all on, and then someone has to come and craft it. I think we need more of those. So what I'm doing is just hopefully min-maxing the ability to get these work done. So we're going to have to wait for ages for the day to end whilst they finish crafting their little items. My next thing is going to be... So far we craft the large bronze ingots and the bronze ingots. Right, so we're all good down that tree. So up next is I think we do the large steel, don't we? No, we need large steel ingots. So I'm going to prep large steel ingots on this one. That's large silver. We want large steel ingots. And then we want a new smelter for the large, which is absolutely fine to just get in here. And then we're going to need another assistant smelting the large. So we're going to get you on large steel ingots now. And you're going to have all skills equally. So we've got large steels coming in. So there's another load we can unlock as well. Let's crack him. And look at that. Smelt my first large steel ingot. Which does remind me we're going to need to transfer upstairs. So this is going to be large steel. And let's get another assistant in. Let's go for you. You're going to be transferring, and you're going to go from this large steel to this large steel. It's actually quite easy to set up the chains. It's pretty intuitive, so I'm quite happy with that. So I think we'll get another section set up. We'll have these smelters close to the chest, like that. We'll get this one nice and close over here, so we can start this way. And then the item, let's go like this. And then we'll have one more painting here. I'm actually going to get a second one going for this as well. And here we are. We have unlocked the 5th floor. I've got no use for the 5th floor at all at the moment. It's going to be shop related soon. And there we go. We've completed the sickle one for a new blueprint. Let's go for a nice easy one now. I'm thinking something with, yeah, something with purpose here, like a wooden item maybe. And then let's get a new one unlocked. So now that we're crafting the larger ones, we can go for different types of shields. Thinking this this spiked shield actually, although that's pine wood. A totem mace actually is very cool. Let's get a really nice weapon rack in for this bad boy, and you're going to be for... Look at all those clay pots. Come on, someone buy it. You know you want it. I know they're expensive, but... Alright, so you can see we're on day 62. Well, we're ready to do this one. We've unlocked all things bar some other stuff, so I've just got... This is what we're working with, so... Yeah, I'm saving up for the golden amphora 3,600 to get it leveled up, but... That's our legendary list at the moment, and we've got the wooden one completed. And I'm going for, again, the one with blueprints, but I'm trying to be wary of ones that are difficult. So this is nice and easy. See, it's wooden one only. I'm going to get that in. But yeah, as far as where we're at is we've got this still at the moment. So I've got a couple extra of these guys in. And that's just so we can sharpen up the tools as we need them. Shop's still running as is, and this is how many researchers we've got at the moment, so things going swimmingly. Loads of pine wood and stuff coming in, but nothing more changed too much. Got these guys still working upstairs, so we're all good. I have upgraded the clay route though, so I've upgraded the clay pit to get 80 for 90 pans, and I've got 2 of them working on that, so all good. And in terms of the amount of blacksmiths we have, this is what we're working with. There is a stupid amount, so, and assistants, by the way. So we have a lot at the moment. We got a lot of transfers. The only ingot we're not now doing is the large silver, but I'm not going to do it yet because we've got so many blueprints to unlock before we even get onto those. So I'm just going to leave it. But there's the summary. As you can see, we got some pretty good days behind us. But all good. Oh, we did get that 5th floor in as well, so we can put the flooring down. Not too much here really. Just been messing about with it. What I'll do is put this down ready, but eventually we'll have probably clay and jewelry on one floor. Then we'll have the shop. Then we'll have the blacksmith. Then woodworking. Then smelting. So obviously smelting and benches are all down here. So this is the naughty layer. And here we go. We are unlocking jewelry. And that is the final. Look at that. Unlock jewelry and complete the whole mastery tree. Now, although we've completed the whole mastery tree, we are miles away from actually doing anything. So we have this whole section. Melts ingots into complex shapes to be used for jewelry. Adds the final touch to hot metal pieces for jewelry. So I might get these placed, to be fair. I'll have a little jewelry section just up here. But I'm not sure I will have anyone doing it yet. I mean, we could grab a blacksmith. There's no harm. We have a lot of money, so why not? So, 2 things we're going to want to get done then. Number 1 is going to be this. So we're going to need large silver ingots. Then we're going to need one upstairs all the way for large silver ingots here. And then we're going to need an assistant to smelt them. I need another one of these. Get someone who's good at stairs. And then we'll have you. You're going to be crafting ingots, and it's going to be large silver ingots. And then we're going to need one more assistant, which is going to be you. I'm actually going to change that. Craft ingots. You're going to be the one transferring ingots. And you're going to transfer from this one all the way upstairs to this one. And then Christina will be the one crafting ingots that are large sterling silver. Beautiful. So we should have a full production chain of silver ready for the crafting up here. And once that's in, I can then get the silver for the shops as well. All right, once this copper one finishes, a couple more, we're going to have a really good chance to do something good here. Last one coming in. Listen to the clang of metal. My little ants. Oh, that's so many. Look at all these half-finished swords that they have to do in here. They're all waiting. Crazy, man. And upstairs, we make a lot of money from the shop, and they can't actually keep up. I've put extra ones in. They are buying and selling like you wouldn't believe from there. But the day has ended, so I don't think... Oh, we managed to get it finished. Let's complete that one. Now, I'm going to look through. If there's nothing I want, I'll wait until the morning. And honestly, it's all wall paints. I'm actually after more blueprints at the moment. So there's nothing simple. I mean, that's pretty simple. Maybe one of these, but I'll wait until tomorrow, I think, when they reset. Let's see what that brings. And there we go. A cool 23,000. So item sales, 40,000. That, honestly, this is crazy, man. And let's see what the other trade is now then. So there we go. Perfect. The wooden mallets, though, they are quite tricky to make, but I'll take it because we're actually after as many blueprints as we can. And then the existing ones, we can prioritize those little wooden ones there. And let's prioritize that one. So we'll have them working on those two exclusively. And that should bring in 2. And let's get this common sword upgraded to legendary. Now, if we take a look at who's doing what for the shops, I mean, these guys are crazy here. They're doing loads. But we're still not able to get enough done for them. And I think we also have loads of assistants. So that puts over 2,000 a day, I think. 1995. So after a couple of level ups, we'll be on 2,000 per day of research points. And it looks like we almost finished this one. Look at that. When you put focus on one, it goes crazy fast, man. Boom. New blueprint incoming. But first, is there anything we want to do? That's all money. Money is not a problem right now. I'm on 147,000. So I think we can get the silver bracelet. Did I not get someone smelting? Hold on. Did I grab an assistant to smelt large silver? Ah, it's sterling silver. I'm an idiot. I'm actually missing 2. That's sterling. Is that sterling? Change that to sterling. And then up here we need this one to sterling. We don't have the ability to do the large yet. I'm an idiot. So in terms of that then, let's finish the day. I'm going to go back into the blueprints. We'll leave the thingy for now. I think I'm still allowed to unlock it, but I'm not going to. Do you want to get a couple more clay pots? But there's some easy weapons we can do. Now, all of these require some form of, like, quite a lot of assembly on the line as well. Whereas there'll be other ones that don't, like these. I'm going to grab in the, well, precise bow. Let's give this a go. Nice and easy to level straight up to the max as well. And then that's another bow kind of thing we can get in the shop. So get that rack on. Put that over here somewhere. And this one will be the precise bow. Let's crack on. And let's see what other jobs we've got. Any more blueprints? Yep. Perfect. I love a good copper goblet. Smelt your first sterling silver ingot. I can't believe I messed that up. I'm an idiot, man. So we can get jewelry now. Now, we did run out of clay, so we're no good there, but we're almost there. So our trade route, how many have they got to make? So it's 90 pans for 80 clay. And the next level up is huge. It's 100,000 though, but you get a lot more. We're about to get that in the morning. All right, hopefully we're going to finish this one today. A couple more, please, guys. Got this one focused as it's really easy, and it will be another blueprint. So this is going to be our jewelry. And this is perfect. We're going to go for that hatchet one. That's a very, very easy one to get done. I'm not going to prioritize any. I'm just going to let them manually do them now. We are going to get our first bit of silver bracelet in. I will get that braided. And we're going to need some kind of stand for jewelry, which is right here. I like the look of this. So we're really going to need to tidy up the shop really soon. We're going to need another floor potentially, but this is going to be for the silver bracelets. Now, I need someone actually doing that. So we're going to need a blacksmith that's good at that. And I'm not sure which one it comes under, to be fair. Is that right? What I do is just grab a random one and just double check. So this one is going to craft for racks, and you're going to do jewelry. So you're going to explicitly do that. So we should see him come up and start making, to be fair. Got one chest here that they can work with anyway, as long with the other clay guys. Here we go. Come on. Where is he? And there we go. Day's end. 65, man. All right, we got our clay back in now. He's ready to work as well. I could potentially get more people crafting for the racks on jewelry. Might be something I go with unlocking. I probably want to check in to see, because I don't know if there's any other options for jewelry yet. They're not available. This is the... Yeah, we need the large ones. We need to find some kind of gems, which is from trading as well. So all of this jewelry obviously worth stupid amounts of money, but I can't see how I'm going to get them yet. So one thing I will say is we could potentially go into this. Hunter's bow, though, we haven't unlocked. Gem mine would be shovel. 100,000 would give us 6 topaz. What about the birch wood? No. So the options are the gold mine, but in order to get that you need the birch, so gem mine would be more important. We could actually unlock the shovel, so maybe we do that. And finally we've completed the sword one for a new blueprint, and that should give us a new person. Let's get that nice easy wooden one in as well, so they'll let them crack on. We have another blueprint. Now I'm going to pick something pretty straightforward here, thinking about the rate, to be honest. So let's go ahead. Although, actually, what was I thinking for the other jewellery? It was the shovel, right? We get the shovel. Let's do it. Get that upgraded as well. Now, up in the shop, we'll get the shovel area. It will go with one of these. So, over by the back wall. No, let's get it in here. So, we'll get the shovels in. So, that's all good. Day 67, by the way. I have noticed, actually, you've got to be really careful that some of your ones, I've got them all crafting pretty much anything. And if you look at the time difference, look how long it takes them to mess with a silver ingot. But then if you have someone who's fully leveled up, it's 3 seconds, right? And that's someone's 44 seconds on level 4. It's crazy, the time difference. Now, I'm tempted to upgrade this trade route to the bigger one now. So we've got enough to keep us going. I think I will. So we'll put the clay pit to the maximum here. Upgrade your first trade route to level 4, baby. And that does mean we can then do the gem mine. So that's good. I'm not going to do you yet, but what I am going to do is hire a couple of blacksmiths to do for the trade route. So I'm going to make sure they're pretty good. At the moment, yeah, he's going to be a better choice. And so are you. But these two are both the trade routes. So we're going to just bump that up because hopefully we can get crafting going. There's going to be a big minus because we unlocked that one, but that's fine. Let these guys finish off. We did manage to get the copper goblets done as well. Is there anything we want to smash out here? Anything simple. I might leave it, get the other guys done. Now we do have the new blueprint again, so we can choose something else. We don't want too much crafting. I might go with, as we're bumping this up, let's get the clay. Another clay one. We can get a decent one though with a bit of painting. So let's go with, quite liking this golden vase, to be honest. Let's get that. This one can be the golden. So I quite like the pottery stuff, so I'm going to chuck in a couple more and we are going to get some more people in. Now, not too concerned. I think because of the amount of people, amount of clay we're now getting, we should be all right on the trade routes. We're never going to need loads, but we are going to need some, right? We'll get stuck in. I'm also going to get more people crafting. So I'm going to go crazy in here and just get in a few more of these. So we're going to have to move these around a bit. And this is where the next floor is going to come in. But it's also going to take up a lot of our time. So I don't know. Got to be careful to move these one by one as well. So essentially going to wrap those around that. I'm going to move all of these over. There's a lot of room where I could move things around here, but I'm actually after a couple more blacksmith spots. So we're just going to put these in to the side here. And we want an anvil space as well. So what does the anvil take up? What I'll do is utilize this. We'll use that as our marker. Get 3 more in, all facing in that way. And we're going to let those kind of continue as well. We're going to have to tidy this up, but I'm just ramming it all in for now to get the unlocks done. We're getting close to this 100 days, man, and I've got so many more blueprints I want to try and get done. Do we unlock the gem mine? Wouldn't leave us with that much money, but I feel like we could do it. I'd need to get more people crafting, though. That's probably important. Let's do it. Right, gem mine enabled, so establish gems trade route achievement. Perfect. It does mean we need a gem storage, so we'll get that over here as well. Now I think about it, the gem storage should be up top, right? Because we're going to jewelry little section over here, so let's do that. And then let's hire up a couple more blacksmiths that are going to do the trade route. So we're going to want some pretty good all-rounders, hopefully. Alright, so these two are going to be for trade routes. I'm going to try and get these going pretty quickly. They're not amazing, but that's okay. We're going to go all skills equally because the trade routes are pretty equal on what they're doing. So that will give us 6 people all doing that. That's going to include the gems-related stuff. I'm pretty sure they'll go ahead and put them in here, right? It looks like we're going to have to move to our third forest here. Oh, man. That is our pine forest. Okay, yeah. And then oak forest. This one's going to have to move again as well at some point. But I'm pretty crazy over here. Looks like we're going to finish this in a moment as well. It's going to be another blueprint. We are hammering through, so let's complete that one. Let's see if there's any others yet. Wooden scoop. And let's go for these metal scoops. They're really good ones. And what do we want to go with now? So we've got plenty of choice here. I'm kind of getting really into the clay stuff, quite enjoying it, but we're going to be able to get topaz ring soon. This bandit shield could be pretty cool. I want a little shield area. A lot of crafting required though. Go for the maul. Get that leveled up as well. So up in the shop, we're going to need new weapons rack. Flying a bit quicker now, which is good. And that's going to be for the maul. Right, let's ignore this day. That was some heavy, heavy spend right there. 100,000 on the trade route. That's all good. Right, the working's still ongoing. These guys smashing through. Now, just ignore the smelters. I had a crash, so I just need to rebuy those. And we have now got them back in. So moving all this over like this, I think it's a lot more efficient. They're close enough to do their crafting and stuff. Obviously still have that other whole floor. But still so much to unlock. Let's get you moved as well. I don't like... Yeah, let's get you over there. Probably get you there as well. It makes a lot more sense. Here we go. Another one completing some wooden scoops. They are one of the easiest, man. They do them so quick. Yes. Give me the blueprints. And good news is we've got some choices now. I might go for... do we want decorations or blueprint level up? Let's go for something easy. Go for those. And we can get yet another one in. There are so many. It's just crazy how many you can get. So, I mean, why not get a cooking tray, right? You never know when you're going to want a cooking tray. Cooking tray is no doubt on this one. I think I'm going to move these around. So we're going to have some rows this way. This makes more sense, really. There we go. And someone, cooking tray, boom. Move them that way. Once they've done with this one, I should be able to move this one around. And we'll pop this over here. So I'll move all this into the corner. We'll have the shop stuff like that. We'll have a few racks this way. These guys can all still be over here. I'm quite happy with that. This section seems to be pretty popular. All the silver, copper, and iron cups. You never know when you need them, right? These guys still doing really well. And we're up to 315 customers a day. And we're now over 2,000 points per day. 2,157. Oh, sell 5,000 items in the shop. I am officially a master seller. I feel like I'm forever trying to craft for the shop, though. Look how many cooking trays are done already. These guys go crazy on it, man. I haven't got any of them, like, crafting separate things, so you can have them. The guys for the racks, basically, you set them crafting fewest items. You can go most expensive, most complex. So I should really have some, for like him. He could do a bit of both, but he could probably do metal items exclusively. And then this one will go for wooden items exclusively. And we'll just kind of balance them out a little bit. And then we can go like simplest with you. You can do pottery. I don't know. We've got enough doing pottery though, I think. I might change you to pottery. And then we'll flip these guys over that aren't quite as good at pottery to do most complex. And you can do fewest items. So we'll see if that helps. We can get a few more swords and stuff in. Because they do. It's always full over here, but they all start craft the same thing and when it runs low. So they'll always only have like loads of one item, but they sold instantly. There we go. 16k. And day 69 comes to a close. But we do have the cooking tray level up that we can do. All right, I think it's time we turn up the amount we get going in here. So it looks like we are, well, steel ingots. We want to be getting more people doing that. And I believe alloy, steel ingot is an alloy, right? So let's get 2 more of these. Let's also get a few more of these. So we'll focus up 2 more smelters. So we'll have iron for you, iron for you. Actually, that's not necessary. Let's change you to steel ingot. Because honestly, iron seems to be okay. And let's change you to steel ingot as well. Let's have a look at the rest. And then hopefully we've got enough. Silver's okay. The actual iron, maybe I do need 1 or 2 doing that then. So we get another assistant doing steel. And there we go. A complex one done with a new blueprint. And we also have an elite worker. So this is going to be one. You get one more floor in the basement. What? Another basement floor? Go on then. Why not? We'll go with that one. Let's unlock something. Unlocks bookshelf for purchase in the shop. Let's go with something simple like the malls there. So we have a second basement, guys. Holy crap. That's pretty nuts. We also have the ability to get another blueprint. So what do we want to go with? I think I want to stick to these ones down here. I might get in a big spoon or something. They are large ones though. We want to get away from the steel ingots so much. I think let's go for another clay. And then we can get another rack in the shop. Because we're building this up quite nicely in the shop now. It's coming in pretty thick and fast. So we'll get you with the clay vase. There we go. Nice little clay workshop in the corner. There we go. We'll lay out the weapons area like that. Probably need to move that bow in as well. I have one over here. And the other one, can I fit next to it? Not quite. There we go. Nice little weapons corner. So it's looking more neat up here. Definitely need to separate. We could have full clay shop in one area, full cutlery and utensils, full weaponry, so it's looking good. But it looks like we have got something finished, so let's go and get that completed, which is yet another blueprint. Let's take a look. Oh, yes, the wooden spoons. You don't get as much money, but money for me right now just isn't a problem. So we could go heavily into something really hard. But I feel like I still want to stick to some more of the different pottery stuff. And I might go for the golden pot. Takes a bit of painting, but that's okay. Got a bit of a system on what I want to do with these as well. So each one, just keep going like this, separate it out. And you're going to be for my golden pot. We are very close to our first gems, guys. Shovels are almost in. Should we see how much the upgrade is? 200,000. Holy crap. That would get us to emeralds. I feel like research. We need even more. I might start filling the basement. So we're going to need a ladder. Firstly. So let's put it over in the corner. Nice little spiral coming in, I think. Good. And then down here, we're going to be going all in on getting in a bunch more researchers, I think. Let's get 8 more. We found a use down in the dingy basement. I probably should put some flooring in there. I'm sorry. Let's try this blue one. There you go. It doesn't look so bad now. Okay, 2 completed beautiful little things. It looks like we're running low on normal iron ingots here. Ooh. Okay, before we complete those then, let's focus up and get those going. So we're going to need a couple of normal smelters here. Okay, 4 of those bad boys back onto the normal iron now. I can't get over that. That dipped pretty quickly. So this should speed up now. And they're going to top this one up as well. So I've got the extra one in. Basement getting super full. Should see this number going up nicely. There we go. Beautiful. Get it going, guys. Get it up here. What we can do is change into completing something different. So we'll complete both of those. And we're going to look for some woodworking ones now as well. Anything that would be handy. New floor type. Could be quite nice. I'm tempted to get the clay one, though. Looks like we do still have yet another blueprint as well. Let's get this clay amphora. And let's get yet another shelving unit in. Absolutely flying. Boom, we got a whole clay section, man. Look at them go. Shop's getting pretty full. So just looking. Tomorrow morning, we will have our first gems, which is great. We still have plenty of clay for what we're creating, and we're going to get a bunch more in. So this is looking really good. Tempted to expand this out a little bit, if I'm honest. But at the moment, we're only crafting clay for the shops, but I feel like actually I want to do this. So some don't require painting. So for every, I'll probably get 6, but we'll have 8 of those, and then we'll need a couple of furnaces. So let's get these also moved. I want this all lined up right, and then we'll get in a few more of these. Probably not a big fan of this actually. Let's do that so it's in line, and then we'll get another chest. Yeah, that's much better. So we'll want to face it the other way. Actually makes sense to go this way. So when they come up the steps, they can get straight to it. Hopefully that works. Now, did we get our gems in? We did. Look at that. We have 6 topaz in here. So eventually, don't want no one making bracelets. Am I missing something from the bracelet stuff? No, I thought I had someone doing that. Do you need a specialist person, a jeweler or something? Yeah, I can't quite see how I'm supposed to get them to make the jewellery yet, because they're supposed to be making bracelets, but they're not doing it. The silver bracelet is sterling silver. I've got one exclusively that's supposed to be doing that, but that's fine. We finished the malls now. Any more blueprints? Yes. That's copper too, so let's get that going. Let's check in on the iron ingots now as well. There you go. Topping up nicely, so that number is going up. Good news is, obviously, we can top it up if we need to ourselves as well, which is something I should have done, but that's okay. We have a nice new picture to get in as well, so let's get you up on there. How are we doing down in the basement, guys? Just fine, thank you. Probably need even more of these. Trying our best to get them up, but it's not that quick once you get onto these expensive ones. And we've completed the wooden one. Day 73 ends a beautiful profit, just under 50k there. That didn't take long at all. And yet another one going to give us a little bit of clay. Not ideal. Now I'm tempted to push and get one of these, although it looks like that one's going to be done pretty quick. I haven't actually picked up any of these timed offers. There's another blueprint one there that should be pretty straightforward. Let's grab that. I'm tempted to get them to prioritize. Well, I'll let them finish that. I'll let them choose. It's not a big deal. They're doing them really quickly, so. And there's the clubs. Really didn't take them long, did it? I'm going to wait until the morning for another one. So I let them choose. Looks like they're deciding on the iron little cups anyway. Nice and quick. They'll get done really, really quickly. Smelt time, even in low level, is really quick on those. Ah, 55,000. Look at those item sales. 65k in just that alone. All right, I'm seeing some failed purchases now. So it is time for a third cashier. Honestly, I'm not sure where to put them right now. I might move things around again. That works out pretty nicely, actually. And then we'll get this nice plant over by the jewelry for now. And let's hire up a third cashier. It's got room for you. Willing. There we go. We got a good one. Very cheap to get because we've got none of them. And we're just going to, all skills equally, we'll have a third person. I just looking at the queues and seeing that we were failing to make some sales, actually. So quite a few. If we click here, we can see how many we failed. So yesterday it was 12. Today so far is 5. It's not something we want to happen. So I think a third cashier will work. And there we go. We got another blueprint finally finished off. Not gonna. What do you want to try one of these high chance? I'm guessing there's going to be like gems and stuff in there, but I really don't know. Now we could get into something that requires a topaz, so I think I'm going to try it. The topaz ring should be something we can do. So we're going to need another one. I'm still waiting for them to actually try and come this way, but that's fine. I'm going to get second jewelry one here for the topaz ring. And honestly, I'm just going to see how it goes. Do I want to unlock the upgrade? 200,000? No, I do not. But we'll get that in anyway. There we go. All right, I just want to say then, it looks like we did craft up a little ring. It's on the rack. Good stuff. Someone might be buying the topaz ring, so I'm not quite sure why they won't do the bracelets. Have I definitely got the right ingredient for the bracelet? I wonder. It's not a large one, is it? Silver bracelet is a sterling silver ingot. We have them. Yeah, just don't fancy making them. I wonder if they're just deciding. I don't know. Good to know they will get them in then. And one more for these copper beauties. Another one, man. Let's see what we've got now. So we have the opportunity to some floor wall paints that are quite simple, actually. Some simple items. So we'll do that. We'll probably take the cooking pans as well. But that is yet another blueprint. I think I'll mix it up now. We'll go with something pretty straightforward. I might go... I'm looking for smaller iron. Like maybe some that don't require major crafting. Try this bandit shield. We can get it leveled straight up as well. And a nearly 60k day. Holy crap, man. So we can get new shield racks then. So we're going to probably have to change this around. There we go. We'll get some double bandit shields on that one as well. All right, let's get in a few more larger smelters here. So we're going to need one of you. I also need, I believe, let's just double check. Steel ingots. We are running low on those. Let's get another one of you. So one large one. Not. I'm going to hire in get you and you. These assistants are going to be smelting ore. And we're going to have one on steel. Another on... let's go for steel as well. Should be fine. As there's a bit of travel time now, I can get more assistants in to cover it. Hey, I've caught someone making some jewellery. So I'm having to go all the way down. Let's follow him. I might have to rearrange this then. So he goes all the way down. Did he just pop it in there? He has to go and grab the small silver from there and then press it out. Then he goes all the way across. What are you doing? There. I see it. So he's having to craft it down here. Okay. So that's good to know. So they require the crafting table itself up here. That's the problem. Let's pop one of those in. And let's get that bandit shield maxed. Good to know. So you should be able to do it all up here now. Bar the silver ingot, right? And look at that. The copper one's done already. Another blueprint, baby. What do I want to grab? Honestly, that new wall paint. I actually quite like the look of that one too. Let's go straight into what we would think is another good one. Do I want to continue down the clay route or do I want to go into a new weapon? If I go into a new weapon, we're really going to have to consider even more floor space. That's the problem. They're all major assembly things. I might go for another one of these. Maybe a terracotta amphora. Looks quite nice. And then we can continue to get them in on our thing. I am trying to work these up a bit more, so it does make sense. Let's just keep it going. Still need to separate these out and decide how I'm going to make them look. But for now, we'll just have a tidy emptiness around the place for the shop. I think these need to probably go to the basement, and then we can separate it out much better down here. Or up here, sorry. Someone's buying a ring. I see you. There he is. How much does that sell for? 782. Look at our money, man. 294,000. And we're about to finish yet another for a new wall paint. Yes. I'm going to wait until tomorrow to select another now. And the fact that we're on 310,000, I think I'm going to upgrade the GM mine. 200,000, so why not 300,000 for the next one. Let's get in those next GM storages. So we're going to need, I think, another one for this. We currently can't produce that many jewelry stuff, so we're going to need a gem storage for that one as well. And I'm guessing we have to change that once we, yeah, there we go. Topaz to emerald. Just realize what's happening, guys. So they use these big ones to make the medium ones to make the large ones. So we'd actually have to ramp up this even further. So it does kind of make sense. For every one of these, one of those big ones, we're going to need 2 of these. And we're running out of space. Not a space there, though. And let's get, well, day's end. Ignore the money. We're going to get in another assistant or 2. So both of these are going to be the crafting ones. So there we go. Job done. Let him finish that sword, and then we'll get to bed for day 79. All right, I'm realizing it's probably quite important that we get even more blacksmiths to craft for racks. It's actually amazing how many. I need to mix them all up a bit as well. So we need to probably do, yeah, fewest items crafted. We probably want some going with like simplest. Some are going more complex. We need a bit of variety in there, and then I'm going to grab in a couple more. So these 2 can both be crafting for the racks, and we'll make sure that they're on their respective. So you can do wooden items. You can do, you're a bit of a variety, but we're going to go for simplest first. So he's always doing simplest because he's a lower level, and we'll get him kind of leveling up all skills equally. I think that's important. So he'll go off and do some clubs permanently or something. So if you're wondering how many design points we're on 3,383 per day. I am very tempted to fill the rest of this bit out. We have room, we have the money, so why not, right? It is all about getting them leveled up, and they're really starting to cost quite a bit. There we go, all on design. Perfect. And it looks like we finished another one as well. Timing on all this is mega. Honestly, that's the new wall paint I wanted as well. I didn't check today's, did I? Loads of blueprints. Let's go for the easy ones. So these are both really easy to get done. The hammers are a 2-part assembly. Easiest way to get the blueprints. And it looks like we can get the shovel up to epic. And day ends. The item sales nearly 60k now. We are obviously losing money because we hired for nearly 90,000 as well. So just ignore that. Let these workers finish up their last bit, and then we'll get to bed. All right, it's time to try out this new floor. and wall that we've got. So we got this blue one. I think I'll give this a go just to see. Not sure it matches. Oh, I quite like it actually. It's about time we probably painted the walls though as well. They are pretty ugly. So we have this type of brick, which is actually quite nice. The tarn one, this was the one that I wanted to go with, but I think that might be good for the shop. I'm tempted to try this in here. Probably didn't want it on that one, but that's fine. What do we think of that? A little bit nicer. I think I'll change this entrance point to something better as well. Let's give that the full cozy vibe feel in here, you know. What do we want to do with the shop, though? Oh, man. I might have a back wall or two as this. Not sure. Look, I'm no interior designer, all right? I make nice cities, not nice blinking houses. And there we go, back into a nice profit. It's good stuff. It's new blueprint time, and I really don't want to take that one. Ooh, I like that, though. That's a nice paint. Let's grab that. And let's choose what we want to get. So I think it is probably time we get another... I'm thinking another shield, but I really don't want to be... We can use the large ones, to be fair. We may as well get some use out of it. So let's go for that. And then up here, I can just transfer one of these into that spike shield. So we'll have just a little bit of a shield section. All right, we already have another blueprint. We are absolutely flying. I thought this was going to take a while, but they do seem to be going pretty damn quick. Now, I do like the look of some more of these. I'm thinking, do we use something large again? I might grab the next shield. We're not currently doing the large shields, so we don't necessarily have to sell it or make it either. That's my thinking, but we do want some of these nice ones. If you want to get big money, might get a teapot. Let's go for a teapot. And my guess is it's done on one of these ones, so it should be pretty straightforward to get these guys down and ready. Who doesn't want a teapot, eh? Yep, I was right. Looks like you can put the golden vase and stuff on those as well, so we could put them on there, little teapots in there. Looks like we do have to hit this 20,000 actually. It's probably time we did something different a little bit then. Honestly, we have these bookshelves. I think the bookshelves go nice in here as they're researching. This makes a lot of sense, right? We could make the basement somewhat a little bit more homely. I don't know. There we go. We're over the number. Use those books to research with, guys. We're back up, as you can see, to stupid money. And there we go. 60k. Again, look at that item sales, man. 75,000. Going up permanently. The clay is flowing really well from the trade routes. I see quite a lot in there. We're actually full up top as well, which is really good to see. So I could get some more people just working with the clay. At the moment, we're not actually doing any contracts for it, and the shelves are filling up quite nicely. The problem is you can't select specific clay items to craft, if that makes sense. So looking forward to seeing the first teapot come in. Oh, there it is. Spoke too soon. 2 already. Well done, guys. All right, let's see if there is another one that's going to be of use to us here. Well, I'm tempted to take this new floor type because of the wooden scoop. I know this is a blueprint, but the sickles are quite hard to make. I'm trying to avoid those ones. If we're trying to get it in as quick as possible anyway with the blueprints, I think that's the smartest way. So typically going to pick up the hardest ones. So go with that. And let's unlock a new blueprint here. Kind of want another pot. Yeah, I'm going to get one of these black ones, black amphora. And we will put that in as well. This is going to be our last one of these for now, before I move things around. But for now, it's about that dollar, baby. There we go. The shop is pretty damn full. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. It's great. Bustling. But yeah, these probably need to go downstairs then. If we move these, we get a whole lot of space. And then we can just put all the pots in a row down here. That would be really cool. And then all of the goodies like these. Slightly differently. It's like a hardware store. We need to double check we're not losing customers as well. So best way to tell is this. We can see zeros, so that's good. We have 400 customers per day as well. There we go. Merchant offers lacking, but item sales still holding up really well. Absolutely wonderful. Let's get stuck straight in. We're getting mighty close to the end. Let's get black amphora. I say mighty close to the end. There's so many blueprints to still unlock, man. We are nowhere near the gold and the pine, is it? Is it pine? Birch. We're already doing pine. All right, new day means we can look for new things to make, and we have 2 easy blueprint ones, so grill fork and the other one, so we'll get those hit. We also have, I've just noticed, an elite. So let's see, 10% more customers, 10% bonus to customers from decorations is 25% higher. That's a pretty good one. I'm actually looking forward to this 10%. It is an assistant, so probably want that assistant doing... What do we want that assistant doing? You can just carry on transferring, that's fine. Make that much money now. I don't even know what half my staff are doing. I think we have over 100. All right, what do we want to pick then? I didn't move it down yet. Quite like this Doom Mace. Katana, though. Let's get a Katana. They're going to be... It's large steel ingots, so we should be fine. Question is, where are we going to put the Katana? Let's get its own very nice weapon rack here. It's going to have to be one of these round ones, I think. Yeah, over here. Look at that. We got a nice little slot for the Katanas. It's beautiful. I hate that the label is below the other ones, though. Oh, we got the new floor type. Did today have any others? No. So, let's get this straight in. I'm not going to put it in there. Maybe I will give... No, they do have a flooring. Do I want to change these guys in the basement? Which one was it? It was this one, wasn't it? I feel like this suits clay quite well. Not utilizing this floor space very well. We actually have another floor above this, too. There we go. Yeah, that suits clay. The walls don't, by the way, either. That's so ugly. What do we give them, though? I don't have enough yet. I feel like this might work. That works, right? It's quite dark. Maybe put in some lights. Dingy. It's clay. It looks like they made the floor and the walls. Oh, I see the ores have run out here. We've hit a bottleneck. Not good. Massive bottleneck, actually. Let's top those up and let's fix the situation. So, iron mine, I think we've capped the amount we can place. So, let's get another one. This is our last one we can get. So, we get 3 more miners. I'm going to go for the all-rounders there. That should help us. Another glorious day. I'm aiming for 80,000 item sales, which obviously we're only going to get through more customers, but customers are doing really well. 456 apparently for the day, which is great. Wait for this guy to finish his shield. Let's see if the extra one has a blueprint now. There's actually an achievement to try and unlock one of these chests with giving you something good, so I probably need to grab those as well. Maybe the new wall paint, actually. I want to unlock them all. That's kind of cool. We have our katana in as well. Look at that. Looks cool. I like the detail on every little thing. It is really, really awesome, man. And we completed the new wall paint. Nothing else we want to unlock. There is a different bookshelf. I really want that, but we don't have the hoe. So that wall paint was looking quite nice, actually. Looking very workshop-esque, you know. Feel like it could... this one doesn't have any. Let's put it down here. Maybe make it a little bit nicer. I do need to move these research benches down, to be fair, as well. There we go. Repurpose basement. I think I should fill this with research benches just because it'll look cool. If we stick to benches all the way along this bit, then research all the way down here. I'm also going to bookshelf all the way across. I think that's important. And then this bit can be repurposed for extra shop area. So let's go ahead and start moving things around. So I think we'll have jewelry. No, we'll keep jewelry over here for now, actually. The clay stuff needs to go in here, but in order to do this, we're going to need to knock down all of this wall. I don't think we've got anything across it, so perfect. There we go. Clay items can go there. Let's keep weapons on this section. Let's maybe move you over here now. And then jewelry can go in its own little corner. It's quite far to travel, but that's okay. Let's do that. Maybe a little plant. I don't know, where do we want the plants? There we go. There's so much more floor space, and I'm going to separate out, so we'll have row, then a gap for this, but I think a few more should be good there. All right, we have the 300k should we want to upgrade our trade route, but we do need to wait for a good amount because our wages are about 40,000 a day, so I don't think I can do that just yet. I kind of wanted the shops to go in sort of aisles, so this is going to work really well. I'll do the same probably with these. We'll make sure the weapons probably cut off past this point. We'll have utensils and stuff here. I really don't want to separate the shop onto another floor if I don't have to. We could move the clay up one more, but then we'd have to have the... If we were being efficient, we'd have all of the stairs next to each other. So you'd have 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 sets. So then we're going to walk across the floor to get up. And there we go. Only a 60,000. It's still a surplus, though. So you'll see... Well, I say surplus. We're about to use the wages for this day. Let's let them finish off. And we got another blueprint. We finished the knives. Let's see if there is another blueprint knocking about. I will get straight into another one there. And what else did we have? New wall paint with the clubs as well. Let's grab that one. Let these guys finish. We typically finish about 1.5 a day, so it's not anything crazy. And I do want to get all this pottery done, so I think I'm going to go with the next ones. Let's get that mosaic amphora. It's pretty expensive, to be honest, but it'd be nice to finish this section. There we go. We get that straight in. They're all going to be the same kind of style. Hopefully we can get to a point where we fill them out. But so how many more blueprints have we got to unlock? There's 38 blueprints there. Then there's another 17. So we've got about 55-ish, give or take. A terrible math to unlock. They're golden jewelry though, so pretty crazy. We finished them scoops for that weird greeny turquoisey wall. Honestly, I'm not going to unlock any of these. I probably will get that wall in though at some point. Not yet. And there we go. Day 85 finishes off. Once again, seeing these lovely, lovely profits. Now we're very close to being able to upgrade that trade route. I'm going to let these guys finish off because we'll see now how many. Well, let's have a look here. Wages 34,600. So it might be a little bit more than that, but it's enough for us to turn it off if we want. There we go, 35,245. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this. It's going to take some doing to get the gems in, but it does mean we're going to need the ruby store as well. And there we go, one ruby store. I should probably just get the other one in and be done with it, actually. And look at that, another blueprint, baby. We've got nothing else in the way of blueprints to unlock on the trade routes, but we can get a fresh one. And I'm going to continue on with my pots. Let's get this blue pot. Looks nice. And then we go with a lovely new rack here. Nice rack you got there. Thank you. So we go 2 and 2, bigger gap, 2 and 2, bigger gap. I think it looks nicer. We'll get that one in. Beautiful. All right, day end. Look at that. 87,000 on item sales and merchants offers. But yeah, ignore that. We did the trade route upgrade and we're still in good money. So very happy with that. Big, big sales. And one more. This is actually a new brick wall, which not too fussed about. There is loads of floor types coming in, but this is a good one. Copper one. We got plenty of copper. I do kind of want to get another one. I feel like new wood. We don't have that one. Sickle. I might just grab that. I know it's not ideal, but we'll get them working on some sickles as well, because why not? Actually, in love with my little clay corner. When they're filled, I could just ramp up the amount of blacksmiths doing that, to be fair. We might be possible to get even more in, just crafting items for the shop. That might be what we do. We've got room for a few more. Let's see if there's any good clay workers. It's a bit low there, but he does have works 20% faster with clay, so over time he'll get better, but I'm going to risk it. We've got the money, same again. Look, we kind of want that trait plus already high on it, you know? That's not bad, though. And that's not bad. So we've got these two. Let's get you on pottery. And you're going to work for the racks. I'm going to be highest skill first. And you're also going to craft for the racks. And you're going to do pottery. So we'll keep those going because there is a lot of them now. So we'll get 2 more in. We have plenty of clay. If you look at the warehouse, we have 314 sat in there as well. We're keeping up the trade routes quite well. So not bad. We're going to have a whole load of gems soon. Another lot of clay coming in as well. So... and it looks like we're almost done on another one there. It's worth noting every time I've just realized we upgrade a blueprint to legendary, as this is where we're at, by the way, guys, loads of them, and change the details, we actually get an increase in the amount of customers as well. Nice day as well. So yeah, that's at 484 now as well. And that is a per day figure, which is pretty big. And would you look at that? We've got another one. Let my clay farm continue. Is there anything we want to grab? That's a good one. I ideally want some woodworking though. Doesn't seem we have too much yet, so let's go with that blueprint. Let's go ahead and get in another pot. Now, what do we want to go with? I would order it, but I quite like the idea of these two. Could go for the easiest first with the other ones, but I don't really want to. Let's keep it going. And this is going to take us to almost 500 customers here, isn't it? So once we've got this displayed, yeah, 491, we're almost there. Day 88 closes out. Look at this item sales, guys. The more I keep producing these now, the more money I'm getting in. The pottery is insane. And it doesn't seem to be too slow because they're not getting blocked by the guys working on this. So it's working out really well. Oh, I'm excited. Here we go. Yet another. So before we move into that, is there a woodworking one we can do here? Because I'm well aware. Let's just do the clubs. Let's get that unlocked. I need to get a timed one done as well, but we'd have to prioritize it right at the beginning of the day. So let's continue on our pottery goodness, or do we want to go to something else? I honestly wouldn't mind actually getting a bit of the rakes on the go. I'm gonna switch it up, guys, and I'm gonna switch to some different tools here because, well, it's purely because we are utilizing too much on the clay making that we need to make sure we force workers to go elsewhere. And we can get tools on one of these lovely little racks as well. These are worth a lot more customer-wise, so let's get one of these in. And this is going to be for my rakes. And that takes to 497. Right, I'm really not happy with the wallpaper over here. I know we've gone with basic squares everywhere, but honestly, it's really ugly. Try this. Is that the same brick? No, this is a lighter brick. Not a fan of this this tartan one, if I'm honest. And we do need to probably get it. This is going to be a bit nicer. I think the green above does not help either, so let's get that gone. And let's go with a matching brick aesthetic on it and whatever. I don't know, it's not amazing, but it's better. And hopefully we'll have some more decorations to make it look a bit nicer eventually anyway. At the moment, we're pretty limited on it. And look at that. 93,000 on the item sales for the day. Imagine if we were popping out more merchant offers. At the moment, we're doing too many on the old metal work. It takes ages for them to do the sickles. But I am tempted to go ahead and get in another 2. So let's try and push this a tiny bit more. I'll get 1 more of those. Woodworking seems to be okay. I might get a couple more of these tables as well. We got room. Let's get 2 more of those as well. Let's run with that. We've got enough workers, I think. And this whole time I was missing a square of floor there. And that is the wrong colour. Oh my god. I didn't realise we had many shades of that floor, actually. It's that one. There we go. Don't hate me, guys. I'm sure there was some of you screaming. Oh, we are so close to these sickles finishing, man. That's a big deal. They've already started on the other stuff, but once this is done, we'll be laughing, because these do take a long time to make. It looks like we are out of wood or something. We're going to move to a new forest. Again, I've done this a few times. Get yourselves in. It looks like that sickle one now did finish as well. So let's get that done. That is a new floor type. We're going to look for blueprints. No, we can go for more wood stuff, though, for floor types as well. Yeah, let's go with that one. Look at this production chain in here. Makes me laugh, man. They're all trying so hard. You watch the difference here, right? So these woodworking simple clubs as opposed to these ones. They are so much faster. So if we manage to grab a few of these, look, we could get multiple blueprints done a day, but it's luck of the draw, really. And they'll have these 2 hopefully done today. In the background, they're still doing other little bits, but yeah, as you can see, it's just nuts. It does not take long for them to chop the wood for it. Unfortunately, this one they're filling now is in new blueprint type, so nothing too exciting. There we go. Okay, we can have a look. We've got swords, or the ladle's a bit better, so it's a simple one. Let's go with that. And then we're going to prioritize that and that copper one, I think. And there it is. That's for a new plant, so nothing too exciting. Haven't got anything else to add. I don't want to grab that one. I'm going to wait until tomorrow. I can go ahead and put the plant or 2 in then. We need a tiny bit more for the customer bonus, to be fair, so let's decide. I think 1 in there was a perfect fit. Well, actually quite a nice looking plant. You guys look a bit depressed over here. Have a plant, because that makes everyone happy. How about you guys down here? I bet you need a plant, don't you? Don't know how this one would live down here with no light. It's artificial. Okay? It's artificial. How about you guys? Like a sauna down here, but that's a perfect spot for a plant. Look at that. Attract at least 500 customers per day to my shop. All from the power of Le Plants. Now, we could... Actually, I didn't even think about this. We could put these up. This little plant. Maybe where there isn't a light, we could put some hanging stuff. I was kind of getting away, though. We can put it above the other plants, but it does take our money amount up. Our quickest and easiest is just to spam in bookcases, though. Oh, day 91 ends, man. Look at that beauty. Over 90,000 in item sales now. And I think we did get a little bit of a level up. So clay pot's going to a legendary. Day 92 shall start with a bang. So I'm quite happy with the workshop at the moment. There seems to be enough woodworking completely. The one area where I think might need extra is these. So you'll see when we're creating how quick these fill up. So that one's currently in use. So when you see that, it's more when you've got an order for it, to be fair, but you'll probably want more, so I might put a couple more down this row. Seems to be enough smelters for now. So based on that, we're going to go for a couple more of these. Go for 4 more. And what that does mean is if we take a thingy for it, we'll be able to do it a lot quicker. So if we were to take a sickle one, for example, we'd have 4 extra slots for it. This is a timed one. I might be able to hit this. What is it? 9:28 a.m. So what we're going to do is flip everyone to this. We're going to attempt to finish this timed one. So hopefully we can start that. Let's see how we get on. 163 knives when half the day has already started. Probably not the best time to be starting it, but we shall see very soon. We're going to carry on finishing this one because they have the items, but that is a new blueprint though. I'm not going to select anything else. I'm going to see if they start cracking on with the timed one. Not sure they will now. It's going to be interesting to watch. It's going up quite well. Let's select our new blueprint whilst we wait. And honestly, I'm feeling another vase. I know, guys. I know. Mosaic. Then we'll come back and see where we're at. So let's get a new thingy in. Looking pretty crazy over here, though. Love it, man. We always have some vases in. And they are making us a lot of money. Now, I can upgrade the gold one. Not going to do it yet. See? That's... Yeah, when they finally flip to it pretty quick, it's not bad. You almost need to accept that very first thing in the morning, though. Yeah, I don't think we're going to hit that. We're a third of the way. Well, we started at 10, right? And they carried on finishing the other one, so... I think that completely disappears. I don't know. I don't know if you get your items back or whether it turns into something else. It did say 24 hours, though. So technically we have a couple of hours in the morning. Don't know, actually. They seem to be pretty rapid on it. Working on this one, because there is actually achievement to complete one of these 24-hour ones, so... And they're worth a lot more money. It's not looking bad. I reckon if we had the extra, maybe, hour, and we might still have a couple of hours tomorrow, so this is more than doable. Come on, just over 3 hours left to get 40 odd in. Come on. Oh, we're going to be cutting this fine, man. Look at this. Come on. Big one, big one. We need 33 in 1 hour 30. 30. Oh, come on. This is so close. So close. No, we are 14 away. 13, 12, 10. We're at midnight, though. I think we're just short. We might still get this in the morning, unless there's some being finished off. We might actually get this. Can we clutch this? You're not allowed to bed yet. No. My guess. So we were, what, 4 short? Good day, though. All right, let's start it, see if it's still there. If not, what we need... Oh, it is. So we might have a couple of hours left. Does it tell me how long? 3 hours remaining. Okay, we are going to finish it then, I think. Because they should already be ready for it. Let's see. First time. No. One more? Yes! Wrong one. Yes, we completed it. Not even worth it, but you do get an achievement for it. So, I'll take it. What we got for the day then? So, in terms of blueprints, it doesn't look like too much. There's more generic ones. Don't want them crafting those. If I'm honest, let's go for the clubs. Let's get that unlocked nice and easy. And there's another empty slot. Honestly, I'm going to leave it as those guys. And I think I'm going to go for the gemstone upgrade now. So, fully maxed out. We do have the gem storage, so I can get that sorted as well. So you're going to actually become the diamond one. Which does mean we have way more blueprints, by the way. We've got all of these diamond rings and stuff. Not something we can do. It's actually really easy to craft too. Trade-wise, though, yeah, it's going to take ages. Should we get... How many spaces have we got? 3. So I'm going to get some crafting for the... What's it called? I'm going to grab those 2 then. Let's get those crafting for the trade routes. I'm actually getting quite fond of the clang of metal that we permanently hear in my ears. It's wonderful. No noise down here. I like some smelting noises. Smelt me, O mighty smelter. But that noise is glorious. Let's make sure we're not actually losing any customers too in the shop. So looks like yesterday we've had a couple where customers were leaving. So it might be time to get in another stand then. And I really don't want to make this too cluttered, but where should we put it? We'd almost have it over here, actually. So when they're buying pottery, they come this direction. I think that's fine. And then we can have the shelves over this way. Get another one hired. And that's our last bench slot. As you think I'm okay with anyone, really. And we'll level all skills equally. There we go. Hopefully that'll assist. Yep, it's already working. So the pot lot are going over here. Oh, that big upgrade to the trade route looks nasty on the sheet, but we're looking at this figure, 95,000 on item sales. Good stuff. Also see that our club's finished. So that is a new plant pot. Is there anything exciting on this day? The bows there, precise bow though. I imagine they take some doing to make, so I'm going to hold fire. Don't really see a need to put these new plants in, but this one's kind of cute. Fits in all the little areas, so it might not hurt to get a couple of these in. The back of these stairs is never going to be used, right? So, yeah, have a little plant by you as well. Looks cute. Okay, let's take a look at what new things we have. A new funky floor type. There is nothing too exciting that I want to do here. More clubs, but I think I might hold on. Actually, let's take that one. We'll take the floor type. I might prioritize that one though. Let's get the ladles done, and then we'll prioritize the axes afterwards. Oh, me ladles are done. Me ladles are done. Everyone, nobody panic. I'm going to leave the other ones, but we are going to get a new blueprint. You guess what I'm going for? Nah, I'm going to mix it up. We're not getting any pots this time. Let's see. Well, actually, sensible one would be to check what trade route requires it. So the birchwood requires the battle axe or the metal pitchforks. So let's go with the pitchforks. Nice and easy to upgrade straight to the top. We're going to need a little slot for the metal pitchfork. Just stick to these ones. Let's get you in there. And let's get the metal pitchfork in there. So almost cleared our floor space here. Those are really nice with the swords in, aren't they? We're getting mighty close to being able to unlock the pine... what is it? The bloody birch woods. And then it's just the gold mine. Actually, I could get the gold mine, but we need the hunter's bow, which requires birchwood. So yeah, it is kind of linear in that sense. So we'd need the battle axe next. Already doing black amphora, so we'd be fine. And that would get us a little bit of birchwood in. And day ends. Nothing to sing home about, I don't think. Our wages are almost at 40k a day, though. And let's crack in. We get mighty close. Day 95 is upon us, man. We're almost finished on this. Let's pause a second, though, so I can have a proper look, because there may well be some timed ones in here. Yeah, I don't think we're getting much luck on these. A wooden one would be nice. These are assembly ones. They're all getting much harder to get done. So let's go for the wall paint related ones, and then we'll let them kind of do their thing. So we're going to finish this one for another blueprint, and then we'll focus on probably the goblets afterwards. Almost there on these ones, man. Patiently. I am so patient. There is a lot of zen in what I'm doing. All I can do is wait on these now. The blueprints are what are kind of holding us up, and the styles. I could keep shuffling things around, but actually we've got a really good system going. So I keep a look at these, and they're always topping them up. And the mines and all that sort of stuff. The only one we're struggling on is iron ore, but we can't get any more iron ore in. So we have to top it up manually, but that's fine. Here we go. We can get an upgrade to start with. Though spike shield, let's take that to the max. Look at this. Let's also go ahead and complete this one now. We're one away for another elite member, and then these are all pointless to me because there's no additional. It's not money we're after, and we can get another blueprint here. So what do we want to spend our hard-earned point on? Is there some that are not available yet? I suppose until we do gold, we're not going to have any of those. All right, day 95 comes to a close. A lovely, lovely profit again. We'll just have to keep it going. Honestly, we're coming to the glorious end. We've almost finished that one. Still looking for those blueprints, man. That's a really good one right there. See, this is what we're waiting for. See, that's a good one there. This is what we were waiting for. Beautiful. We'll get that one in. There we go. We got a new floor type from our copper ones. I'm not going to take up any of the others. I am tempted to prioritize. Let's prioritize that one. Let's get through with the bludgeon. Shouldn't take long at all. And then we'll go iron goblet afterwards. In the meantime... Oh, we got a new worker. Look at this. Let's take a look then. All assistants work essentially. All blacksmiths. Bonus to the customers from decorations is higher. Let's go with that one. It's very much time now to reflect a little bit on it. Now, there's a couple of achievements that we just outright can't get because one of them is unlock every blueprint. Another one is to upgrade every blueprint to at least rare quality, I believe. So those are the two we would have struggled with within the 100 days, actually. I challenge you guys to let me know if you're able to complete it. All achievements in 100 days when you get to play it. The other one is through trading. So you'd have to unlock all of these. So birchwood can be unlocked. But we need to obviously get that item unlocked first. And then after that, it would be this one for the gold. So you can't even get most of those items until that point. And there it is. Day ends out. Nice amount of money again. But we'll keep going. It's not what we're after. We just need blueprints, man. Wow, we do need it eventually when we upgrade these other mines, but until that time, we're fine. We'll go ahead and check this. It's a daily thing now. That's a perfect one, right? Oh, we're spoiled for choice here. Let's get, well, hopefully both of them. We can bin one off, like that one. We haven't even started it, right? Let's grab that whilst it's good. All right, new floor in. Not a fan of that one, so not too bothered at all. I don't think there's anything else we want to grab as part of this anyway. Just for reference, we're actually earning 5,754 research points per day down in the library. Oh, I kind of want to fill this up. I'm going to do it. Look at this. Look at that for a library. Holy crap. Right, we need the bookcases, though. It's not the same without them. It actually fits perfectly as well. Look at that. So we're going to need some more benches, too. And I'm going to fill these up. And if we wanted more, we have a full row here in which we can seat them. You know what? Let's do it. So how many do we need? We got 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, 6, 12, 18, 24. So we need to hire 24. All right, we have 24 new researchers. Wow, this is going to take me ages. 24. The day has ended, but we're going to see the library in full swing tomorrow morning. And there we go. 284,000 spent on hiring. Down we go, baby, into the library. I think I got enough. Oh my god, this is crazy, man. Come on, we're against the grindstone right now. Oh, 10 a.m. of day 98. Almost got this one finished, though. Come on. Interesting to really see how many we can finish off, man. That is a blueprint again. Right, have we got any more blueprint ones? No, nothing I want then. And let's get our blueprint. So, with this choice, we're actually not so scrollable anymore. Let's go for the blue amphora. We'll level that bad boy up. And that'll go right on there. Look at the shelving unit. It's madness. Now, it just took a moment to take a look at how close we were. So flooring, there was only 5 more to unlock. Lower wall, there was only 4, 5, 7. Upper wall is the same, so you get these. So only 7 more of those on each wall and floor piece. So we did pretty well. I haven't even touched any of those. And there we go. Another blueprint. We checked the dates. We did. Nothing I want. So, what do we go with? Silver mace looks a bit questionable, but kind of want it. Let's unlock it. It does mean I can get one of these round ones in. I'm actually a big fan of those. So I'm not allowed that there because I don't think it allows access. We'll put it, oh, look like we can put it on there anyway. Mace is going to have to be in one of these is my guess then. There it is. Silver mace. There we go. A beautiful moneymaker again. I mean, we're still clawing back all of our library hires. Love that, man. Something satisfying about getting it all laid out like that. I can't lie. Let's get cracking into day 99 though. And let's see if there's any good blueprints now that we can get. There is the knife. Also a couple of the other wall paint types, which are actually really easy too. So I'm going to go for a couple of these. We can't get that one, but we can get that. A lot of iron working though. All right, let's see the real number. 5,754. Now, I didn't hire very good research. They will level up eventually anyway. I've got all these new ones set to manual, so I can put them all in the researching anyway. You'll see some of the faster ones do earn them a lot quicker. Research, my little minions. Oh, there we go, 6,386. I'm going to hire a couple more people for the trade routes now. So we're going to want some ones good at smelting. Anything really will do. Let's get 2 more. And these are both going to be for trade routes. No preference. Well, we'll get all skills equally. The reason I'm doing that is they're pretty slow at making these shovels. I can't lie. So once we get a load of the gems in, we're good. But as it stands, we need quite a lot. 120 of each, and we've only got 64 shovels. We've got the pickaxes. And you end up with quite a bit once we have it. So it's good until we get to the next one. It's just getting that initial one. Now, clay isn't a problem. They make those very quickly. We've got 581 sat in the warehouse. And we have 2 lots full up here as well, with them painting away on our lovely pottery section. Now, we did have one complete for a new blueprint. Very happy with that. So let's pause it up so we can actually get something we want to get. Now, I'm thinking some of the, well, you could go with the smaller iron ones. The metal hammer's not a bad shout. And we'll get another tool in the tool section. And that's for our metal hammers. There we go. So it's filling out. Eventually, yeah, this is good. So we'd have these 3 rows pushing all the way into here. These rows coming up to here, and then we'll keep the weapons out of there. There's 99, though. The day has finished. Almost 100,000 on item sales as well. And here we go. Let's get stuck in to day 100. So the achievement doesn't pop until day 100 has completed also. Doesn't look like we're going to get any of these done by the end of today. We might get this one done. I'm not even sure what that one's worth. That's just a new wall paint. So I think this is the max blueprints that we are going to have. Let's slow it down and let's, well, at least get the grand tour. So the very top floor has nothing yet. We didn't utilize that yet. Here is the jewelry and clay, which has been running really well actually for the shop. It doesn't look like any trades come up with pottery. So you almost want to make a pottery shop. And jewelry also. So not much happening up here. Now the shop really starting to take shape actually. Quite happy with that. We've got plenty of pottery. Got our tools and cutlery section. Other tools and weird scoops. And then we've got weapons and shields over in this corner. Down on the favourite floor, the blacksmith's hammer away, the woodworker's chisel. And then down to the first basement is our smelting. Haha. And then next one down, the library. That's what we're calling it. This is where our researchers live and breathe. They never leave this area because their benches are downstairs. Guys, let's get to it. The last achievement. And for reference, the trading one, we almost got the shovels up to get that in as well, but not quite. Here it comes. Count the hours in with me, guys. The day is not quite over. We are going to finish it, I think. Come on. Make me proud. Make me proud. Yes, we did manage to finish it. There honestly wasn't anything new other than some wallpapers, which we do want to grab. There's also another blueprint there, so we're all good. The last couple of minutes we managed to finish that by. Let's get that silver mace maxed out as well. Look at this. It's a wall of gold, baby. And there it is, the final day. We end on a surplus, but look at those wages, 45,000. Now, we need to start the next day for the achievement to pop for 100 days. And here we are. Look at these benches, man. Look how many people we have. It's absurd. It really is. We still have space for some, but there it is. You ready? Boom. There it is. Complete your 100th day. Guys, that's going to be where I slow it down. I want to say thank you so much if you made it through all 100 days with me. I really appreciate you. What a blast this has been. It's a pretty damn fun game, I can't lie. It's very, very addictive making the money. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't as well already. And if you want me to continue it with another video, then let it be known down in the comments as well. Because if people don't want to see it, then I won't bother. As always, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the metal, and I'll catch you in the next one.